everybody. It's been a bit since the last stream. I had a lot of people asking when I was coming back for this channel. Figured we'll do it tonight. It's a very hot, humid day today. So I figured we'd do the TCG channel instead. Not sure exactly what we'll be opening tonight, but obviously we'll open the things that I showed in the thumbnail. It's been a little bit since we opened Metazoo. These boxes are almost worthless, but I figured we would take a chance and see if we can find a hidden rare or something. And I'll probably toss pretty much everything else in the box. I've never really done that before, but Metazoo bulk is just, it's not even worth trying to sell it. So I would just hang on to stuff like Bigfoot, like the cool full hollows, but commons and stuff, yeah, we're getting rid of that. But there is a very, probably like a 0.01% chance that you find a hidden rare in these booster boxes, which I have never found in Wilderness. It's the last Metazoo booster box I have. But I figured let's start the stream maybe with Star Wars or something, because this actually is a storage box, and I'm out of storage boxes. Or I can just start by opening Metazoo, so we can get that out of the way, and I should see if I have a box here. Toss it into a box when I'm done with it. Not really. But what the hell? We'll start with Metazoo. Have not opened OG Metazoo on the channel in probably product like this, probably about a year at least. Where did I find Star Wars? eBay. Everything is eBay. So yeah, these booster boxes are, you can get them anywhere between like $10 to $20 for Wilderness. Used to be one of my favorite sets to open. Look at the booster box. Such high quality on that. New Metazoo booster boxes pale in comparison to OG Metazoo booster boxes. But I'm gonna probably just keep a trash bag next to me here to throw away. Oh my god, I forgot a trash bag. This is not good. I kind of had this. It's got a bunch of stuff in it. It's gonna be so messy. Why do I always forget a trash bag? I'm just gonna have to clean up afterwards. So, I might opt to start opening these with a scissor though. Let's zoom this up a little bit. Just because these actually kill my thumbs to open the packs on these. We'll do some the traditional way though. There's a lot of packs in Wilderness, so gotta go fast. Yeah, the last time I opened Wilderness, I was doing like the eBay packs, which I still actually found out I have one box left for that. I don't even remember some of these cards, I'm gonna be honest. Don't remember that. But there's another reason I'm opening Metazoo too, because one of the things we'll be opening tonight just kind of makes sense to remind people what Metazoo looks like. Is there a reverse? Oh, there it is. I'm not even going to separate the reverses, honestly. Like, those are pretty much bulk. They're getting tossed in the garbage. Ooh, that was always one of the cool ones people liked. This is, I have this card for base set. Like, it kind of looks very similar to this. Signed by Mike Waddell. As tragic as having a card signed by him is now, I definitely will never get rid of it. Because I won a lottery when they were doing a stream to, like, hundreds of people in there. If not 1,000 people, I don't even remember how many. They were doing a stream. And they were just randomly picking people in chat to win a free Cryptid Nation Kickstarter pack. And I won. And around that time, packs were worth about $100 each. Which was really awesome. I won 2 of their giveaways in their streams. I was very lucky. With hundreds of other people in there. So the only thing I'm really looking for is hidden rares. There's a Green Man card. There's only 100 printed. And then there's bronze, silver, and gold tickets. Which are... I mean, people have opened hundreds of these boxes. And never gotten one. Hunting for it, so... But they do exist. They are confirmed in booster boxes. You've been buying OG Metazoo for cheap. What have you been picking up for it? Man, OG Metazoo cards feel so much better than the new ones. The quality's so much higher. I don't know. I just can't bring myself to really get too excited about the new Metazoo. It's not what I originally got into Metazoo for. I got into original Metazoo for the old school Pokemon feel. And the new cards don't have any of that. Spellbooks. Are you getting Nightfall spellbooks? Those are notorious for being like, they have almost no... Look at this, see, this is what I mean. OG Metazoo is so random. Getting 2 of the same holo in the same booster box, you never see that anymore with new card games. Metazoo is definitely like more true random. Yeah, Nightfall booster or spellbooks are notorious for being really bad to open. They almost never had full holos in them. Seance. Oh, okay, Seance spellbooks are actually pretty good. And we're getting no cryptids. What the heck? Welcome to Wilderness and old school Metazoo, I guess. Yeah, just be aware that when you're buying all those old Metazoo boxes, a lot of them are very likely to never be worth anything. Am I going to open more Elestrals? I do have more Elestrals booster boxes for Kickstarter. And I still have yet to pull a Stellar from my boxes that I bought from Kickstarter. But honestly, like... I think I'm going to get back into Elestrals more once their app is like fully released and out of beta. Because I want to play the game, but I don't feel like playing with physical cards. I want to learn how to play over their app. But their app right now is very... it's still in the early stages, so I'm going to wait until it's a bit done more. But I'm not buying Elestrals, new Elestrals right now. Lately my focus has just been Pokemon. Vintage Pokemon. No Belisaric tonight, no. I just have a booster box for that, but I gotta do a video for that. Promised. I miss old Metazoo. The new one just proves that to me even more. Doesn't hold a candle to the old one. Good luck to them. I mean, I'm still keeping an eye out. I'm not giving up hope on it. I want to see what the next set is like. I give them until the 3rd set. If they can't find their footing by the 3rd set and, like, put out some really awesome stuff with pull rates that are a bit more random. If there's one thing that I hate about new modern TCGs, it's, like, that guaranteed rate of, oh, you're always just going to look for the 2 big hits in the box, and once you pull those, there's going to be, like, nothing else in there, so why do you keep opening packs? I hate that. I like it when there's still a reason to keep opening, because the randomness of it is just, like, so extreme. Which is how old Metazoo was. I like that, Jackalope. Almost looks like Mothman. Look how the bulk adds up for Metazoo so quick, though. Like, this pile is giant already. These cards are pretty thick. And there's so many packs in here. Look at this. All going in the trash. I already have a bunch of wilderness bulk anyway, so... The only bulk I wouldn't throw out are the eBay bulk, where they have the eBay stamps on them. Yes, the foils for Metazoo. I mean, look at this. It looks like an old school Pokemon card, and that's what I loved about the original Metazoo. Look at the foil. Custom foil patterns on there. You can see the leaves and stuff for wilderness and trees. When you pulled a good holo from these packs, it was, I don't know, it just always felt more special. Getting a lot of full holos from this box. It's a pretty good wilderness box. Wilderness boxes were pretty random. You can have some boxes that had just like almost nothing but full holos in it. I never opened too many wilderness booster boxes, but I've watched a ton of them be opened. This card is so smooth. But if you think these look fun, you can get wilderness booster boxes, especially if you're buying them by like the case or something, or lots on eBay. You can probably get wilderness booster boxes if you're lucky under $10 a booster box at this point. Some people just can't even get rid of them. So if it looks fun to open, I mean, it's practically the price of 2 packs for most other card games to open an entire booster box. And there's always that really rare chance you pull a hidden rare, which are still worth a ton of money, actually. And by a ton, I mean, some of them are, you could definitely get at least $1,000. Collectors would still pay it. Iowa Dragon, that's one of the... It's like the Charizard of this set. It's a cool looking one. Yeah, I don't miss the bulk for this card game though. No Bigfoot yet. Oh, well there he is. Look at the timing on that. My favorite holo from this set. Look at that. The new Metazoo's Bigfoot just pales in comparison to this card. This old school one's so much better. Centering is doesn't seem the greatest on this card. I guess Bigfoot deserves a sleeve. Chaotic is coming back. There are strong rumors that, not even rumors, I think it's secretly confirmed that Chaotic is going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. One of the big chaotic content creators made a video saying that he heard through a source that it is going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. So Chaotic is definitely coming back. In what form, we don't know yet. That's why we're going to open a little bit of Chaotic tonight. So many underappreciated cards in Wilderness. So back in the day, if you would have pulled Bigfoot when these boxes were more like $50, $60, Bigfoot was maybe like a $15 to $20 card. He was probably one of the bigger ones you can pull from here. Everybody always loved Bigfoot. Snipe is another one. Snipe and Bigfoot. The two that you really wanted. We have not pulled Snipe. I do still have 2 native booster boxes. I never opened my booster boxes because I ordered them, and then by the time they got to me, they were pretty delayed. I already stopped caring about Metazoo at that point, so I never opened them. Native booster boxes are still like $80, $100 because very few were printed, and there were almost none of them left over when the company went bankrupt. So it's actually pretty rare. Check loop. Do I like the new Metazoo? Currently, no, not much. I'm waiting to see what they do, though. I'm giving them until the 3rd set, and if it doesn't seem like it catches my attention much by then I'm definitely 100% done with it. Unless they come out with a digital app that gets me into playing the game. Alright, last pack. Black Dog. No Snipe, but a pretty good booster box. How many hollows? Man, that's a lot of hollows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the Bigfoot. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 hollows from the 36-pack booster box. That's definitely one of the... You would have been very happy to get this box back in the day. So these are the only cards we saved. Everything else gets thrown in the trash. The bulk is just like... You can't even you can't even sell it. Nobody would really even take it off your hands, including the reverse hollows. And I don't feel like shipping it, so this time I'm putting together a garbage bag. That's where it's going. Why buy the bulk when you can buy a booster box for like 10 or 15 bucks? So there it goes. Even though it is my last Wilderness booster box, I might actually hold on to the booster box and get rid of the cards. Like the box art. The box is so beautiful for Wilderness. Alright. So since we just opened Metazoo, I'm going to open a package from a good friend here on YouTube. That's why I opened Metazoo, to prepare you guys for what is coming next. Because you'll be able to make some comparisons. Obviously my camera is like, I can't really zoom this thing out, but just trust me, there's a box here that I'm going to be opening. Okay, let me just put it here quick. Be very careful with slicing this open. I've had this for a little bit. I've been waiting until I did a stream to open it. Something new in here that I have never opened before, so that's going to be fun. Gotta be very careful with this blade. Okay. Just going to move this out of the way. Yeah, for those that don't know, I'm currently on blood thinners, so if I slice myself with a razor blade, gotta go to emergency. I gotta be very careful. And this is a fresh-ass blade. Don't want to slice yourself with that. Alright, so... the person... There are 2 people that got me in the Metazoo. Argos Anonymous and EpicTube HD. When I was first looking into Metazoo, I was checking out people's streams, and I just randomly popped into EpicTube, also known as Harley's stream. He was opening Metazoo stuff, and he had little cryptids flying all over the screen. I'm like, wow, this is... what a crazy energetic stream. It was just like so over the top, but I loved it. So between watching EpicTube's openings and coverage of Metazoo and Argos Anonymous, who is like pretty much the face of Metazoo from a content creator standpoint at the time, these two got me into Metazoo. And I still watch EpicTube's videos, I still pop into his streams, and I was in one of his last streams where he was opening something. And I said, man, this actually looks way more fun and cool than I thought. Originally, when these cards were first coming out, I'm like, I don't know about it. You know, original Metazoo is kind of still around to some capacity. And I passed on it. But watching him open it, I was like, oh my god, okay, this actually looks really cool. So he said he'd offer to send me some, which is very generous, because these packs are not like super cheap. So we're gonna, I don't know what the hell he's got in both of these boxes, but we're gonna open it together tonight. It's gonna be a fun one. It's got something in here in a sleeve. Okay, let's not reveal that yet. Let's put that to the side. Not sure what that's about to be. Put that right up there. Now, some of you are going to be familiar with this. Some of you not. But he sent me Nom Nomverse, which, if you know the history of Nom Nomverse, you'll understand why I unboxed Metazoo first and then this. Because this is a card game from one of the original artists from Metazoo, Victor Larson, who designed a ton of the fan favorite characters from Metazoo. He went off and made his own trading card game. And it does definitely have that Metazoo look, because obviously an original Metazoo artist making his own card game, it's gonna look like Metazoo. But the thing is, this to me feels more like Metazoo than new Metazoo. And watching him open in this, I was like, man, we gotta check out some Nom Nomverse. So he offered to send me some, very generous of him, so thank you again, Harley. I'm gonna be very careful opening this. This looks like it's, what is this? 40 card Kickstarter deck with 5 sector cards and a boss card. 2 Kickstarter booster packs? Oh wow, okay. That's nice. I love it when the new card games actually put in booster packs with their starter decks. Makes opening starter decks a lot more exciting. But I think you guys are going to like these, if you enjoy the look of Metazoo. And just, if anybody from the Nom Nom team watches this, just know that Harley sent this on his own volition. I didn't even say I'd open this in a stream or anything, so he's spreading the love of Nom Nom for you guys. So here's the deck. Let's open the packs first, though. Here's the book. Full color. Way easier to read than Metazoo's old rules. This is also like, they definitely have a video game kind of feel to this. So it's almost like a dungeon crawler card game, as you can see by their choice in fonts and everything. And you'll see from the holofoils, there's a holofoil in here that sort of mimics an 8-bit kind of look to it. But here's the packs. I think I'm going to opt to open this with a scissor, just because I'm not sure how easy these are to open. With the hang tabs and stuff. Not sure where certain cards will lie in here. Alright. So, I'm not sure when it comes to Kickstarter. I'm just looking for where the artist names are. So yeah, almost all of these I think are going to be from Victor Larson, the Metazoo artist. So let's just go through these slow together. But what I like about these, they have backgrounds that are reminiscent of like old Metazoo and old Pokemon, where the focus is on the creature. And the monsters in here are referred to as kaiju. No idea how to play the game, but maybe one day I will learn. Alright, our holo is Mako. Now I have no idea on value for Kickstarter holos and stuff, so I don't know. I mean, I could look it up on stream. But there are some very expensive holos from Kickstarter. It's a very nice rainbow foil, but it's got like the speckle to it, so it's not just like a cold foil with rainbow. Actually, it's got a little bit of a texture to it. That's nice. It's like a textured speckle. Reminds me a little bit of Final Fantasy trading card games texture on the back of the card. Is this new Metazoo? No, this is actually Nom Nomverse. It's from one of the original Metazoo artists. They recently were releasing their Kickstarter cards, and one of my YouTube buddies offered to send me some of their cards. So let's see. Let's open up the other pack. Not sure on the pull rates. We're kind of going into this a bit blind. Almost thought I got a Twitch sub there for a second with this song. It's one of my resub songs. Font is a little, like, my lighting is not the best, but the font for me is a little hard to read from where I'm sitting. Some of these are a little small. I'm not sure if every pack comes with a holo. It doesn't appear like it. Can't remember from his openings. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Which I prefer. I actually prefer it when packs are not always guaranteed to have a holo. It makes it a little more exciting when you get one. Alright. Now let's open up the deck. Holo right on top with one of the original characters from Victor. Same kind of holo texture on it. Oh, that one's cool. Asterix. I like the way they handle their holos in this. Because I'm a fan of rainbow holo, but I'm not a fan when it's just like a cold foil rainbow holo as much. So this having a little bit of texture and spotting to it makes it look a lot nicer. So I'm not sure if all the cards come in holo when you open the packs. Like if all of these have the potential to be holo or not. They feel really good though. It's a nice matte kind of finish to them, and they're on the thicker side. They're not thin, cheap cards like some of the newer card games. So obviously a deck where you're going to play. It's got a bunch of doubles and triples. But it's nice that he sent me some starter decks, because if I wanted to play, at least now I have some tools to do so. Oops. Got another starter deck though. Let's open that up. Looks like Sam Sinclair. It's funny you say that because Victor Larson is the original artist for Sam Sinclair. So that makes sense. Yeah, he's made some really classic Metazoo cards. Here. Let's open our packs. See anything shiny in there? I'm not sure what the pull rates are. I'm assuming 1 in 3 packs. Trying to organize this. I like the colors on the background on that one. Okay, no holo in that one. If I had to imagine, it's probably 1 pack. If it's not true random on these. It's probably, each starter deck probably has one holo and one non-holo. But, could be wrong. Maybe you can get 2 holos, maybe you can get 2 with no holos. Wonder what Mike and Andy are doing today. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? On the down low, I'm sure. How do you get these cards? If you Google Nom Nomverse, I'm not sure what the exact web address is, but just Google Nom Nomverse, it should bring you to their website. I'm not sure if they still have Kickstarter stuff available for sale. You'd have to check. But yeah, I'd always encourage you to order from their website directly if you can. Alright, we got a holo. And it is Lily. Let's see, is there a rarity? How do I see the rarities on here? Take a look here. It's like the color in the bottom right. So I'm not sure if this card was also purple. I do really like the holos in this though. They're just so much cooler to me to look at than new Metazoo, because these just feel like old school Metazoo. Almost like a bit of a almost full art old Pokemon card or something. Did I get the Star Wars cards from eBay? I get everything from eBay pretty much. Here, let me take a look real quick because I am curious. eBay. I just want to see if it says the rarity on these. Lily Nom Nomverse. Okay, so Lily is super rare. And let me try the other one. I didn't pull any of the 8-bit holos, unfortunately. Those are worth a lot of money. I'm not sure what the pull rate is on that, but those look so cool. I want to show you guys the holo on that if I can. Then the other card is called Mako. Mako is also a super rare. Nice. So let's clean these up a little bit here so we don't get too messy. Let's open the starter deck so I can show you guys what that looks like as well. So I haven't sent anything to CGC, but I definitely need to try and do that soon, because I think my membership runs out in August. I did buy some things specifically to open for CGC, specifically 2 grade, because I definitely want to get more into the sort of like grading a lot of things for reselling to help pay for the grading process and the hobby in general. So I definitely want to start going down the route of trying to grade more stuff, like especially Pokemon. Keep a few things from my own collection, try and get rid of the rest. So here's the holo on this. And this is why I was watching him open this, and I'm like, damn, these holos actually look really good. The only thing that would make them look better, in my opinion, is if the character didn't have the texture. So if the character was smooth, but everything else had the texture. That's about the only thing that I would do to improve these. Oh, that one's cool. Big Daddy Battleship. Look at that one. Nom Nomverse definitely has like a very wacky video gamey kind of feel to it. Rainmaster. But yeah, I very much wrote this off at first because I was still feeling very burnt out by Metazoo at the time. But now that I'm kind of like getting over that and I'm not super satisfied with new Metazoo, this appeals to me a lot more from an art standpoint. So those are the 2 starter decks. Let's flip over this card that was included in box number 1. No clue what this is about to be. Maybe I should take this and hide the front. It could honestly just be a common reverse. I have no idea. Wait, what is this? He hit it with a Pokemon card in the back. Okay. Looks like it's going to be another Nom Nom card. Oh, it's an Epic 2 HD card. That's awesome. I was so confused at first. I'm like, that doesn't look like a Pokemon Holo. There we go. Awesome. You should have signed it, Harley. But thank you. I appreciate it. His own business card. See, a lot of PokeTubers, as they call them, take this out, tend to make sort of business cards in the look of an actual Pokemon card. Isn't that cool? It's very creative. Put back in there. Alright, so there's still another box here, but let me clean this stuff out of the way first, because this can start getting out of hand. Very impressed by Nom Nom so far, though. Okay. Keep his card with it as well. Alright. Box number 2. I'm doing fine, John. I appreciate it. Just trying to go for my daily walks every day. Hopefully get off of some of the medication next month. Cryptid camp. I don't like the character art. Yeah. The character, unfortunately, the casters, or whatever the heck they're called in that game, I'm not super into them. But I do really like their cabin cards. I'm not sure what they refer to them as. Their cabin cards, actually, I think look awesome. And a lot of their cryptids and the hollows and stuff I don't mind. But honestly, if I had to pick between the two, I'd probably go with Nom Nom. I'm not sure about the sustainability in future Cryptid Camp, if I'm being honest. I think I'd place a little more faith in Nom Nomverse if I had to pick between the two. Oh, he hooked me up with a playmat. Well, that's perfect, because if I got to learn how to play, having a playmat will be very helpful. It's a nice playmat. So it's very dungeon-like. So if you take a look at the playmat, I know it's really hard for me to show it my webcam, but like there's a lane here. I'm not 100% how, I can't really explain it because I haven't looked into the gameplay too much, but I do have a basic idea of how it works. So like you're essentially like working your way through a dungeon, and then like the monster cards, or sorry, the kaiju cards kind of go on this side, and the other side are like some other items or something. So it's very much like video gamey, and your items, your stock of item cards are over here. So Nom Nom kind of differentiates itself in that it's almost like you're playing a card game through a dungeon, like an RPG. EpicTube definitely knows how to... Oh, there it is. There's the signature. Enjoy the gifts. All the best, Harley. Thank you again, Harley. Really, really appreciate it. Like I said, the reason I got into Metazoo, and the reason I made this channel is because I got into Metazoo, so it's really because of this guy that this channel pretty much exists. Since he was one of the main reasons I got into Metazoo. Find this channel link for you guys. He is a Pokemon content creator for the most part right now, but he does delve into other indie TCGs. But if you're in the Pokemon, that is his main thing. He tends to get some creator access to like Pokemon events. Recently went to Japan and picked up some Pokemon stuff. Here is his channel. some blisters. The nice thing about blisters, completely random. So I can get 2 hollows, I can get 2 packs with no hollows. I do love me some blisters. Kickstarter blisters. And these are not like super cheap either, so thank you very much for sending these. Gotta be very careful opening blisters though. I'm not the best at opening blister packs. Let's get them both out. I almost forgot about the promo. I'm assuming this is random. Ooh, it is a holo. Alpha Bugadon. That's a cool one. Not sure how many different promo cards you can get from these. For those of you popping in, by the way, be sure to like the stream. It does just kind of help get the stream out there to other people. I turn monetization off so nobody gets ads in my streams on this channel, so the best way you can say thank you is just to like the stream. That's pretty much it. How terrible would it be if I'm like about to open a... Ooh, we got an 8-bit card? Okay. How terrible would it be if I'm about to open like a crazy hit card and then it cuts to a commercial? Alright, this is an 8-bit holo. This is my first one. I don't know if that's like really rare to get from a blister. Look at that. So notice the difference. Isn't that awesome? I love that holo pattern. Playing into the video gamey vibes of this card game. I'm gonna look this one up. Because I'm pretty sure 8-bit holos are not easy to come by. I have no idea what the pull rate is getting that as a blister card. What's the name on this? Volteraptor Amos? I'm just gonna search it. No, I probably gotta do the full name, hold on. Volteraptor Amos. Oh wow. Okay, that's not bad for pulling as a blister pack promo. Someone wants about 17 shipped and someone else wants 30 shipped. And then someone else wants about 20 shipped. There's only 3 of them on here for sale. Pixel Rare. Let's see. Oh no, wait, here's another one. Okay, so there's other people selling them. It seems like most people want like 30 bucks for this. Pixel PR Rare. Okay, I'm so confused. Hold on. It's really hard for me to read. It does say PR. 142 of 150. Here, let me try. PR 142 150. So it looks like minimum is like that person wanting 25, but there's other people that want way more than that. They're selling for 30, 15. Someone actually bought it for $100 in March. What the hell? That might have been Kickstarter hype because it seems like it's definitely died down a little bit. But apparently this is a really rare one to get as a blister promo. Because getting these from booster packs is hard as it is. Alright, still got 2 packs. Do I like video games? I've played a few games in my lifetime, yep. My favorite game is Eco on the PS2 and PS3. But I pretty much play anything. I stream games most nights on Twitch. If you go to my main channel, just take the TCG out of my name. I've been doing videos on video games for 17 years on YouTube. No hollow in this one, but that's okay. Still got one more. After opening these blister packs, honestly, I would be tempted to pick up a booster box of this. I think it would be really fun. And the booster boxes are not that expensive right now. Unlike some Kickstarter booster boxes that sometimes get a little crazy, like old school Metazoo. See if I get something. Nope. Luck of the draw. But this was the poll of the night for Nom Nomverse right there. Very cool. That was super fun to open. Thank you again, Harley Epic Tube. Like I said, check his channel out. Link is in the chat there. I'll also put it in the stream description once I'm done streaming this. Really appreciate it. Okay. What the heck are we going to open next? Do we have any Star Wars fans? I kind of want a box to put some of my cards in. So, let me find... Where did I put my Star Wars thing? Here it is. I thought about getting the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy set. For one, it's a little too expensive for my tastes. It looks cool. I'm really not into Magic the Gathering. I don't collect Magic the Gathering. And one of the main reasons I stay away from it is because I have already collected Final Fantasy trading card game, and if I'm going to collect Final Fantasy trading cards, I think I would just prefer the official Final Fantasy trading card game set, because I'm very close to doing a triple foil master set of the first set they released for Opus 1. I think I'd rather just focus on goals like that instead of those crazy expensive booster boxes and stuff and packs for Final Fantasy. It's just a rabbit hole I would prefer not to go down. You know, I'm just trying to avoid it. I think the last thing you want to do is get addicted to opening a new current product that's always somewhat readily available after secondary market prices that are very expensive. I think instead of buying Magic Final Fantasy, I'd much rather just like buy a really fun to open vintage Pokemon pack or something. That to me would be just as fun. And then I would just grade them all. No matter what I pull. But yeah, no interest in Magic for me. If it wasn't Magic, I'd probably be interested. Alright, so the reason I'm opening this early is because it actually comes with a storage box. I got this super cheap, I think I bought it about a year ago at this point. It's just been sitting around waiting for the right time to open it. So, nice little storage box with a bunch of packs inside. For Young Jedi, which, yeah, these cards are not super crazy or anything. But you have the chance of pulling some cool foils. We're obviously looking for the Maul, probably like Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan. They used to do a thing where you'd get points. You save these points and you sent them in to like redeem it for stuff. Down to 12 cards here, English Master set. Yeah, I haven't really gone too deep in the Young Jedi. I liked it because it was a really nice, affordable Star Wars set to open, and the cards are really big. With like they feature a lot of picture of the characters and stuff. So they're very nice for getting signed. Right? Like this is a very nice card to get signed if you ever meet Ahmed Best, right? Also, some people are starting to get into grading these, so that kind of makes them a little more exciting to open since they're starting to be a little bit more of a market for graded Young Jedi cards. On eBay, like a couple years ago, actually it's been probably sitting around for a year and a half at this point. I bought a box on eBay that just came with a bunch of random Young Jedi cards in boxes and stuff. They didn't really show you what they were. I just haven't gotten around to opening it on the channel yet. So I'm hoping this kind of rejuvenates my desire to do so. I'm a big Phantom Menace fan. So, unlike some people that would recoil at the thought of opening Phantom Menace cards, it doesn't bother me. Plus the foils are pretty nice. As you can see, the foil pull rate, not the best. I don't think I've really opened many packs of these yet at all. If any, really, on the channel. So I'm not sure what the foil rate is. I think it's like 1 in 6 or 1 in 7 packs. So getting a foil is not easy. So when you get a foil, you obviously want to get like the Darth Maul. These are the ones you get as free bonuses on large orders from the card worlds. Well, don't count on that for too much longer, because some people, like, these cards are getting ever so slightly more expensive as time goes on. What I like about them too is they have some really obscure, weird characters in here. Come on, who doesn't love that? Just getting an Ithorian merchant randomly. I love that kind of stuff. That's why I always liked the Decipher game. Decipher did something similar. Problem is, Decipher cards are a little more expensive to open. 1 in 9 for a foil. Do you remember what the ultra rares are in this set? 1 in 108 for an ultra rare? Damn, that's crazy. 1 in 108 packs? So chances are I'm getting 1, maybe 2 foils from this whole box. Ishi Tib, everybody's favorite character. I like him. See, that's the kind of card I'd try and grade. Seem to be really good condition now. I would trust the quality of grading these more than a booster box, because this is protected in a cardboard, sturdy cardboard box. So if you're gonna get these graded, getting it from this like little collector's box thing, probably a lot nicer. Maul Jar Jar, Obi-Wan Sidious. Damn. Alright, so if we get one of those, that's a huge deal. I love this guy. There's Sidious. We just need Sidious and a foil. So here's the rarities here. They handle them by stars. Really nice artwork on these. Not artwork, but character portraits. It's another character I like. Brutal foil rate. But you know what? I don't mind it. It makes getting foils more exciting. That's a nice card. Naboo Starfighter. Some of you that were in my bonus eBay stream last night may know why I like this card. Bought some N64 games. Ooh, there's a foil. Not the foil we want to see. Let's see. It's my first time ever pulling a foil from Young Jedi. Damn, that looks cool with the stars, though. Look at that. So when you hold it, like, against the light, it appears pitch black. But then as you move it and it reflects, the stars kind of, like, shine through. That actually looks awesome. Centering is not the best. Pretty heavy on the right. The edges are also a little weird, a little rough. Not a ultra rare or a, I guess, regular rare. It's just a regular 3-point. But it is a foil. So I would assume we have a small chance. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more packs. How many were supposed to come in this thing? 12 booster packs. So you're probably only really guaranteed 1 foil, but there is a chance that we get a second one. Mace Windu. Rare. Now, I don't remember for this set. Can all... Not all the cards come in foil, do they? Or do they? I think eventually they made it so only certain cards come in foil, but maybe for this first set, everything can come in foil. Oh, there it is, non-foil. So you can see the stars that were being foiled. Here's the comparison. I like the foil. 18 foils within the set. A few other cards from the set were foiled in reflections and tournament foils. So this is only one of 18 foils. It's kind of weird that they chose that to be a foil. With all the choices they had here. Tusken Raider's nice. I'd probably take a look through some of these and see if any of them seem grading worthy. I don't care what card it is, even if it's like a weird character. If it looks like it's something that can get a 10 or a pristine, I'd take a shot at it. So cheap to grade with CGC. It's like whatever, just throw stuff at them and see what sticks. PSA on the other hand, no thanks. I ain't paying no $20 a card to grade young Jedi commons. Ridiculous. A nice Anakin. It's our rare. That's a weird Bib Fortuna. What the heck? I don't think I've ever seen him look like that. Well, then again, I guess it is Phantom Menace, but that's a weird shot. I'm a big Bib Fortuna fan, but not in that pose. His face is weird there. Two more packs. Hopefully we get one more foil. 12 packs, you get one foil. That's just... Man, that would not fly today. There's our rare, Sebulba. Those odds would not fly today, boy. That's for sure. People would be riding in the streets. If imagine Pokemon did that. 1 in 9 packs give a foil. They're so spoiled, they open a pack and get like practically 4 foils and some like, you know, reverses and regular foils, and they just take it and like throw it in the trash. It's like, man, let's make holos more exciting again. People now just don't care about getting holos. Everything's just got to be a big hit card. That's why these older games, you know, you get a holo, it's a big deal. All right, last chance coming up. We did get a Qui-Gon though, non-holo. Okay. A single foil out of that whole 12-pack box. That is crazy. But you gotta respect it. But now we got a nice little storage box I can use. Not saying it's the best storage box, but it is a storage box. Alright. Speaking of tossing holos to the side, I've had this sitting around now for over a year. I got this at the time for like $15, $18. I mean, it was dirt cheap, and now these packs are a lot more expensive. But I'm going to be honest with you, when I open this, I'm not really looking so much... I mean, obviously getting the Mewtwo would be cool, or the Mew. But I want Gen 1 commons, uncommons, and rares from this, or reverses. Because I am very much into getting Gen 1 Pokemon and trying to get pristines for them. So I think we're going to open this. I've had it sitting around with the thoughts of like selling it or just keep holding on to it, but I figured we'd open it, try my luck. There's a Mewtwo in here that's worth like hundreds of dollars. I think it's like $600 now, if not more. I have no idea. It's pretty much the only reason this pack is worth a lot, for that one card. So, let's open it. I'm not the type of person to keep stuff like this sitting sealed. But I'm going to be more excited for getting like a Bulbasaur or a Pikachu than like a $10 Full Art Holo, just so you know. As long as it's in good condition and it looks gradable. I guess I'll try and save the pack. See if I can save it. Unlikely to ever open one of these again. Oh, speak of the little devil, there he is. That's a cool Pikachu card too. The rainbow in the background. So I will sleeve any of the Gen 1s because I will inspect it for grading. But for now, let's just put him off to the side. Oh, we got the Jinx too. I like that Jinx. Is that a Komiya? Yes, I love his art. Look how goofy that is, but the artwork is just so different. So that will be inspected for grading as well. Especially if it's a low pop card with not a lot of 10s or pristines, I might go for it. What we got? Oh, that's a code card in the back. Come on, Gen 1s. Oh, awesome. Okay, see, I like that. That's one of the ones I wanted the most in reverse. The Bulbasaur is so cute in this set. So I will try and grade that. Got our Holo Zekrom. So I don't think we're getting a full art or anything. Energy. Item. Okay. Got a Zekrom Holo and a Bulbasaur reverse. And a couple other Gen 1s that I will send in the CGC. If they can pull 10s, it's worth it. If they pull anything under the 10, then definitely not worth it. But if you get 10s on any of these, there's somebody out there that will buy them still. For a, decent little markup. Pull a Pristine on the Bulbasaur, that's a huge deal. That looks really good, too, with the reverse. Yeah, the best reverses I would have wanted from that, Pikachu and Bulbasaur. Or the Jinx. How's Tag? I was interested in them until all the drama. With the slabs breaking and being weak and brittle as hell. Nah, I'm good, I'll pass. If they ever improve their stuff, maybe I'd look into them, but yeah, I'm pretty good to pass on that right now. So I guess stick these back in the pack. So I remember what set these are from. Happy with that. I got my Pikachu, my Bulbasaur, and my Jinx. Those are like 3 of my most wanted ones from that. And I don't care if they're commons or uncommons. Like I said, opening it pack fresh to grade it yourself is way more satisfying than just like buying it graded by someone else. Which is totally valid to do still, but there's just something about grading it yourself. Alright, what the hell are we opening now? Let me take a sip of water. Yeah, I followed the tag drama pretty closely. I was not a fan of how they responded to all the stuff with the slabs cracking and all. And they raised their prices, and the slabs look cool. I'm just waiting for them to not crack so easily. Let's see. I got a mess here with all these packs. Oh, well, it's in the thumbnail, so we might as well open up these chaotic cards. I just picked out a random stack. I just have a lot of these sitting around from when I bought them a year or 2 ago. I tend to open just a few of them on stream here and there. This is looking to come back in a pretty big way. Apparently San Diego Comic-Con, Chaotic is making a return. So, hopefully that goes well. Hopefully that's real, first of all. No, I don't do giveaways. I'm not a giveaway channel. I like to organically grow my followers. No offense to channels that do giveaways, but that's not my style. Alright, so I guess we'll go with the first set. First edition pack of Dawn of Param. You are looking to pull a Maxor from here. Now, for those of you that have never seen Chaotic open before, there's a really cool gimmick to these cards. You'll see when I open it. Do I plan on buying the new Black Bolt set? I don't. I have given up on modern Pokemon, for the most part. First of all, it's impossible to get. Would I have bought some packs if I could actually ever find them in Target or Walmart or something? Maybe. But it's impossible to find. So I'm not paying secondary prices. And a lot of modern Pokemon stuff I'm just not really into. I just vastly prefer vintage Pokemon. My thing right now is collecting low demand, pristine vintage cards. And when I say low demand, I mean like random commons from like Wizard of the Coast era or not too long after that are low pop and like nobody really cares about them from Gen 1 and some Gen 2 Pokemon. I just really prefer that more than modern day Pokemon. I'm not the biggest fan of most of the full arts and all that stuff. Oh, they put the holo on top? Okay, forgot they did that. Definitely don't remember pack tricks for these. Alright. So, let's see how these are arranged. I definitely don't remember. So, rarity is in the top right. Tend to get 2 or 1 holo? I don't remember how the first edition packs work. Unfortunately, we did not get a good holo in this pack, though. But here's how Chaotic works. So when you get a creature card, the stats are randomized. So there are HP, and then there's various other stats for the card. Everything is random. And that determines a huge portion of the value of the card. So when you pull a really good card, it's not just like, okay, oh, that's a $100 card. You can get one that has like max HP, raises the price. You can get one that has like a couple of these stats that are max stats, like as high as it can go. And if you get a max energy and max stats, like everything is max, that can be worth $1,000 easy for some of these cards. Very, very, like you're pretty much never expecting max stats because those are extremely rare. But there is a very small chance that can happen. So that's how Chaotic cards work. I am not an expert on Chaotic, so I don't have any of that stuff memorized. I'd have to look it up when it comes to like what cards have what stats. But one day I will go through my cards and check all the stats, and anything that has like more than 2 or more max stats, I'd probably set that off to the side. Because the collectors go crazy for anything with like 3+ maxed out stats. But it adds an extra little bit. I mean, who doesn't already love the randomness of opening card games, right? So why not add another extreme random value to opening your packs? There, so this one, they don't have holos on the front. So they do use cold foiling, which is sometimes really hard to see, as you can see. It's a very dark cold foil, which is not something that I'm the biggest fan of for some of these cards. It does get better in the later sets, but unfortunately the later sets get more and more expensive. But for now... But the ones that aren't foil sometimes have some really cool artwork. I did watch the show. When I started getting into the Chaotic cards, I did watch the first season, which is the one that has the really crudely animated art style. Almost like a Flash cartoon. And then I finally made it to the later seasons, which have a much better art style, but then I never finished it, so I gotta get back to that. But the universe of Chaotic is actually really unique, how they deal with storytelling. It's like an alternate world characters get teleported to. Think of it like a real-life Pokemon Snap, where you take pictures of the Pokemon, but if you die in the Pokemon Snap world, you die in real life, kind of thing. So it's pretty intense. So Oh, we did get a creature. Zapter? Looks like it's a rare. I forget, they changed their rarity symbols up here, so I'm so rusty on this right now, it's hard for me to remember what's what. So I guess we could take this card for example. Let me see if I can find the stats on this guy, so I can show you what I mean by like stats. Probably not the best example card to use, but let me just see. Hold on. See if I can bring up these stats. Chaotic. Zapter? Zapter? Oh wow. Google search results actually immediately give it to me. So, we got a max energy Zapter. So it's telling me that the maximum amount of energy this card can have is 35. So that's good. That's a good start. So the value range on that would mean that it can go down to 25, 30, or 35. There's 3 different ranges you can hit. So I got max energy. The max power, which is right up here, where power is... Wait, power, wisdom, speed... Oh wait, courage. Courage max is... Wait, I'm confused. Oh, that's the medium energy. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong number. So we got max courage. The max courage you can get is 65, so I got the 65. The max power that you can get is 70. I hit the 70. It's like playing slots or something. The max wisdom you can hit is 35. Oh my god, I got the 35. What the hell? And then the max speed you can get is 45. Damn, I almost had 4 max stats on this guy. That's not easy to get. Unfortunately for the energy, we got mid-range energy. So max energy is 40. So we hit 3 out of the 5, which is pretty good. But see, that adds an extra level of fun to Chaotic. Where you're not just opening it and getting just like a hollow card. You can suddenly get something really rare because of the stats, and that's kind of exciting. Can the code vary at the bottom? So the code, the way it used to work, you used to be able to play this online. You can no longer do that. That code, you would scan it into your computer, like you type it into your computer, and then the stats that you have on your creature would reflect in the game online. So if you pulled a really good card with really good stats, you would destroy Little Billy online. So it was a really cool idea. I really wish I would have known about this back in the day. I always saw Chaotic, but I always ignored it, like most people. Hello, Catnip. That's a cool one. Rage Try. Let me put my keyboard back down. Very little space here. Okay, so I can sit here checking all these, but I don't think you guys... I'd have to do like a chaotic stream one day or something, or just do it in my own time. I don't think people want to sit here and wait for me to do that. So we got a rare. Unfortunately for chaotic, I do find the non-creature cards like this to be kind of underwhelming. You don't typically get excited when you pull stuff like this. Rare. The names on chaotic cards are so crazy. Milla-in. Cold foil making it a little hard to tell what the heck you're looking at here. I should probably sleeve up any of the hollow rare creatures I'm getting though. Yeah, it had online. So you could have more powerful cards than other people, even if they had the same card as you. So getting an ultra rare, which is what you're aiming for. Super rares are 1 in 3 packs, if I remember right. Do they have the odds on here? Yeah. So ultra rare is 1 in 24 packs, so 1 per booster box. And then super rares are 1 in 3. I have yet to pull a super rare tonight, I think. So essentially the Chaotic is a little rough because what most people do, they open a booster box until they get the ultra rare and then they just stop opening. So a lot of times when you get loose packs, you never get ultras unless you're buying from somebody that never searched it or you don't know the history of the packs. So getting an ultra, which I'm not even sure if I've even pulled an ultra yet in all the chaotic I've opened in videos and streams, because I buy loose packs. So it is what it is. These cards are also notorious for being very hard to grade. They're usually very low quality. Like when it comes to grading, there's always something going on with the edges or something. Jumbed. But I'm not opposed to grading chaotic with CGC. I would grade cards that have a bunch of max stats, like that one card that has 3. Anything with 3 or more. And any other cards that just look cool. And there's some really cool looking art in this set. Especially in the later sets when the cold foils got a lot clearer and easier to see the creatures. They started going with more like rainbow foil. With cleaner images. But you can see what I'm talking about. Like, when you don't get the right angle, it's very dark. It's the one thing I just don't like about chaotic. Ooh. Kriel. We'll check the stats on him. Because he looks cool. But if you watch the show, a lot of the cards, like the spell cards and stuff, the Mujiks as they call them, are in the card game and the show. And a lot of the location cards as well. So eventually, oop, that's the wrong card. Eventually you start getting really used to the names of things and the places. And chaotic is no joke when it comes to collectors. The collectors, the ultra rares and stuff, there are cards in chaotic that are worth hundreds, if not $1,000+ but they're just so hard to pull that's why they're so expensive. Alright, let's check the stats on this guy. Just curious to see what we got here. Keyboard, Kreaal. They didn't give me the immediate stats for this one. Let me check it. Okay. God, this website. I'm blocking ads. They like give me a hard time. Alright, so courage. Max stats on that are 50, we hit the 45, so we got the medium. Power, max is 95, I got 75. Wisdom, max is 25, I got 10. So we're getting kind of shafted here. Energy, max energy is 70, I hit 60. So this is not a good one. Not a good energy, but that just shows you the swings that you can have in your stats. It just shows how good that other one is, where I had really good stats. I feel like I would like Wixos. Yeah, I'm not much into playing card games. Especially when it comes to like traveling, or it would have to be something very local for me. Or if they play over webcam. Alright, come on, 2 packs left. Gotta give me a super rare for crying out loud. Rare location, lava ponds, and Hive Amber rare. Nothing too exciting. Last one. I've had some good luck with chaotic in the past, just not recently. Pulled some cool supers. Oh my god. What is that? No wait, is that a rare? I thought it said ultra. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about to be coming up here. Hold on. Oh my god, it is an ultra. Holy crap. Last pack magic. Please be something crazy. I didn't do my research beforehand. I can't remember the good ultras from Beyond the Doors. You can see the text. 1 in 24 pack odds. Right there. Ultra. Necrabe. Damn, that's a cool looking one. Finally, my first ultra. Oh my god. Taken so long. Back that up. Unfortunately, it is like that cold foil effect still in Beyond the Doors. But ultras have a much better foil treatment, at least. Non-chaotic people right now are just like, yeah, whatever. But chaotic people, when you pull an ultra, it is an event. Because you're beating those loose pack odds. So that means that whatever booster box this came from, it was unsearched. Damn, that's a cool looking one. Let's check the stats on this. Not the hypest music right now. For pulling an ultra. Alright, what's this guy's name? Necrabe. I don't think this is one of the crazy ones. Alright, courage. Max is 110. We got 90. That's minimum. Power. Max is 35. I got 30. Wisdom. Max is 80. I got 65. So there's actually a range of 60 to 80 on 20. There's a range of 20. I thought it was actually 15. So like getting max is even harder. So you can get 60, 65, 70, 75, or 80. So there's 5 variances for each of these stats. Energy is the only one where there's either 30, 35, or 40. So there's only 3 for that, but 5 for the others. Speed, max is 45. I got 45. Okay. That's good. We didn't get shafted entirely on the stats. And energy, max is 40. I got 35. So at least we didn't get minimum energy, but max energy would have been a lot nicer. Let's see what this guy goes for on eBay. I don't... Usually minimum an ultra in these later mid sets are like 30 to 40. But let's see. Necrabe. Okay, so the last one that sold, and it's the only one that sold recently, went for $58 bidding with $10 shipping from Canada. And theirs had minimum energy. Let's see this. They had 30 energy, so they had minimum energy. Oh, they did have 100 courage. They had 15. They had minimum power. They had 65 wisdom like me. And they had 40 speed. So my stats are actually better, except they did have max. They had max courage, so the heart stat, and I had max speed. And they got, with shipping, bidding, by the way, they got like $68, $70. So let me see if there's any up for sale. So there's quite a few on here. There's 8. The average price, not taken into account for stats, seems to be anywhere between $60 and $80-ish dollars. So pretty cool. That's a cool... I finally got an ultra. And a pretty cool looking one from Chaotic in the last pack. Happy with that. I'm going to put this in a card saver. Get one out of here. You guys have no idea how long I've been waiting for an ultra in Chaotic. I've opened quite a few packs. Especially because I'm not opening booster boxes, so I gotta take that loose pack look. Okay. Some pretty good pulls tonight. We got a good 8-bit rare from Nom Nomverse. We got some good common Pokemon cards from that pack. Got an ultra rare from Chaotic. Star Wars, we kind of swung and missed. What else do we have here? I do have random packages here that, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember what's in some of these. I do have a package from D-Spirits, but I'm still not sure if I want to open that on stream or do it in the video. I do have some really cool stuff I can open, but opening the really cool stuff, I tend to save it for special occasions. How many people we got in here? I guess I could just open some of this random mail I have. I just gotta be careful because I didn't mark off addresses and stuff on these, but I'll just show you the package I'm about to open. So here's this. I'm not sure what's about to be in here. It may not even be cards. For those of you that don't know, I'm pretty notorious for having packages sit around for quite a while without opening them, because I tell myself I'm just going to do it in a stream or a video, and then that time never comes. So if you're wondering why I just have packages sitting around, I think the oldest one that I have right now that's unopened is 2022. But that one is not with me right now, I don't think. I'm keeping that one. I'm aging it like fine wine right now. Eventually I'll open it. Okay, so this is a Pokemon card. A graded Pokemon card. And it is a pristine, but what one is it? I think you're about to see what I mean by picking up poor Pokemon that nobody wants and a pristine. I don't know, there's something about this one that just really spoke to me. I like the art on it. And it was pretty cheap. And low pop. I only go for the low pop ones, so like when I say low pop, only a few exist in pristine. It's not like me to pick up Pokemon outside of Gen 1 or Gen 2. But I just like the art on this Spoink. EX Deoxys from 2005. 20 years ago. Still pretty vintage. I think 20 years and older you can call vintage. But I don't know, I just liked them. I like the green grass. I really like green and purple as a color combination. So this one kind of just spoke to me. Sometimes I'll just randomly pick up non-Gen 1 Pokemon graded if I just really like the art or the color. Xbox 360 is definitely retro in my opinion, yep. Alright. Guess we'll see what's in here. Blue package. I was recently in the hospital, and when I got out waiting to recover, I was just buying a lot of cheap Pokemon singles. This is really hard to, it's not even slicing. I was buying a lot of really cheap Pokemon singles, like reverse holos and stuff of Gen 1 Pokemon. You know, the kind of cards that are like $1 or cheaper most of the time. And I think that might be what's in here. God, okay, I cannot. This envelope is crazy resistant to cutting. Holy moly. The scissor's really dull, but I think it's just this envelope. It's like a plastic material. Jeez. Hold on. Okay. I'm not sure if that's what's in here. But we're about to find out. Sure as heck looks like it. Because what I want to do for my binder is I want to do a binder, the 4x4x4 binders, where it's like 12 cards per page. I want each page to be a Gen 1 Pokemon, and I just want to collect 12 cards of each Pokemon. Like affordable reverse hollows, or whatever cards I think look cool. That's my plan for the binder. So as we can see, that is definitely what this is. I just really like the art on this golem. It's one of the better golem arts. Or golem, whichever you prefer. Nice Butterfree art. Rapidash, and all these with like the free shipping when you buy more. Like most of these cards here, even though they're asking $3, most of the time they're about $1. Golbat First Edition. Just like the art on that one. And I only buy something if it's... oh, they got stuff on the back too? Oh, they do. Good thing I checked. It's usually in near mint or lightly played condition. I don't go for creases, bends, nothing like that, rips. I do the... This was a really... I think they were asking like 20 for this, and I scooped it up real quick because this card is normally more like 35 to 40 right now. So I do collect the E-Series Reverse Hollows. So I go for anyone that I don't have if it's a really good price. Really cool Beedrill. Farfetch'd. Magmar. Really cool. I love this hollow. Like, I just don't understand how people just discard regular hollows. I like these more than the full arts, gonna be honest. Like, look at that scratchy holofoil pattern. What set is this from? I don't even know. But whatever set this is from, I'm a fan of this style hollow. I don't think the chat's lively enough to unbox that. We'll save that for another time. Let's see what we got here. Okay, got a little envelope. Probably some more cool reverse hollows. Ooh, E-Series Reverse Hollows. So we got Gloom, Swinub, which is a Yukimori card, which is one of my favorite artists from Pokemon. The little clay sculpted figures. And the Kakuna, really cool Kakuna art. These ones weren't too bad, as you can see. Like I said, lightly played, near mint. They're not bad condition. Not gradable or anything like that. What the... Why is this so heavy? Yeah, I'm gonna open this box. I'm not even sure if this is cards. I'm gonna be honest. What this is about to be. What's this from? There's no date on here. Yeah, I don't know. First, these graded cards? Might be graded cards. Oh wait, I think I might know what this is. Okay, this one's kind of cool. You guys are lucky. This is the kind of thing I'd probably do a video on. One of my favorite variants to collect. Okay, so on eBay, PSA like sells cards for people, and apparently somebody was doing like a clearance on these because they were selling them very cheap, so I just scooped up anything I didn't have. If this is what I think it is. Yeah, and I said I went for, like, even most of the time I would not go for this grade. I tend to only go for 9s or 10s if the prices are right. But if I go for an 8.5, it means the price is either too good to pass up, or the card is low pop enough that I may never see it again for a long time. So I picked up... Of course, they got stickers on here that make it hard to show you. Let me take it out. Come on. Why would they put the sticker there? That's horrible. How do you even open this? Okay, so they make it so that you can't open it without ruining the sticker. It's kind of lame. I guess that's just how PSA does it. And when I say PSA, yes, PSA lets you sell CGC cards on their eBay store, which is kind of funny. So I picked up... Oh my god. Not fun to open these. Gray stamp variants for base set first edition. So you're probably like, why are you buying a graded potion? Because of this. That's a gray stamp. So what that means is it's lighter than it was meant to be when it was printed. Normally these are much darker, almost like a black. This is a lighter tone. And potion is actually a very low pop. I think there's only like 3 or 4 potions graded entirely in gray stamp. So I'd say the lowest I'm willing to go on a gray stamp, unless it's like something that's almost none of them are graded, or one of the hollows. I wouldn't go lower than an 8, but I will accept an 8.5 if it's hard enough to get. So my goal is to get a complete non-hollow gray stamp collection. The hollows are just too insane to try and get gray stamp. But I want a full gray stamp collection of first editions, graded at least in an 8 or above, but aiming for 9s. So let me take out the Start Me. Some of these might be a little bit easier to tell once you see the stamp on them. Some of them are very obvious gray stamps. Favorite Pokemon? It's still Chansey. Tag is the way to go. Yeah, I mean, I don't knock anybody for going tag. I think the slabs look cool. I'm just waiting for their slabs to not be so weak and brittle. Because I think even putting a tag slab in like a graded guard would crack it, trying to get it in and out. I also asked Tag, I don't think they even recognize gray stamps. They also don't recognize Final Fantasy Trading Card Game Wave 1 cards. I was going to actually submit Final Fantasy cards to them. Wave 1, but they said no, we don't recognize Wave 1, despite CGC and PSA recognizing Wave 1 on their labels. So I said, alright, see ya. It also took them about 3 or 4 months to reply to my email asking that, so they can go fuck off. Crazy. You don't take that long to respond to somebody. Anyway, Gray Stamp Stormy. Still not the easiest to tell on this one, but it is definitely lighter in shade. And yes, a graded energy card, because I think there's only about a dozen or so water energies graded in Gray Stamp. And actually it may even be less than that, I'm not sure. But it's not an easy card to get in Gray Stamp. But there it is right there. I don't have a normal first edition handy to show you like side by side. Some of them are very subtle. But when you see them side by side, it's a lot more obvious. This one's a lot more apparent than the others. Ghastly. 8.5s. The thing that I like about 8.5, people hate 8.5s. So that means the desirability on them is pretty low. So they tend to let them go a lot cheaper. Most people would actually prefer to have an 8 than an 8.5 because a lot of people don't like half grades. Me, I'm just like, I really don't care if it's a gray stamp. Jinx is pretty hard to get in gray stamp. And a fire energy. I can't remember if fire or water was harder to get. But I think I picked up the 2 energies that were a lot harder to get in gray stamp. They had lightning as well, but I think that one has a lot more, so I'm not too worried about it. Hello, Mr. Let's Play It. It's a sticker residue on here. So for the gray stamp collection, I'm very in the gray stamps. Specifically too because sometimes they're really hard to come across, and that makes it so that it's a lot more exciting to find them. It's a very niche thing that not a lot of people are into, so I like it. Not into yet, so I collect them now while they're not too crazy. Alright, what else we got in here? What is this? Oh, okay, I think I know what this is. It should be a single reverse hollow. So it's just a flimsy envelope. I'm not going to show this because it's got info on both sides. Cut this open. This is a cool one though, I like this one. If it's what I think it is. But yeah, I hope I'm not opening with the... I thought I was cutting the card for a second. Alright, we're just going to slip it out from the side here without showing anything. Oh no, it's actually a different card. I like this one so much. Look at that Pikachu. So I've taken a very big liking to the stamped hollow cards lately. Some of them look so cool. And this was a great price. I got this by about 30% cheaper than you normally have to pay for it. Pretty good shape too. I'd say near mint for sure. It's on the top loader. It does have a print line, which is unfortunate, but these cards are pretty known for having print lines. Yeah, they're reverse. So when it has a stamp, they're reverse hollow. A little weird. When I first started getting back into Pokemon, this was hard for me to understand. I'm like, wait, this is reverse hollow? They're like, yeah, it's got a stamp. I'm like, okay. Oh, we got 50 plus people in here now. Maybe I should open this one. This one's from a couple months ago. I actually don't remember what's in here. but it's a graded card, so... hold on, let me get my marker. What's my marker? Here it is. What one could... Oh, I think I might know what one this is. Let's mark out this stuff. I think this might be a really big one. I don't know, this might be video worthy, honestly. I might hold off on this one. This marker is dying. Let's see what else I got here. Little tiny envelope. The type that get lost in the mail all the time. It's probably loaded with a bunch of cheap reverses. Maybe. Find out. Yep. How the heck is this packaged? The heck is going? It's like a puzzle. What in the world? Okay, I guess that's just how you do it. I think it's wrapped in saran wrap or a baggie. This is weird. Oh my god. The top loaders they used aren't even... These are like... They used card savers. Those aren't sturdy. It's not going to really protect the cards. But these are cheap reverse hollows, so it's no big deal. But still, this is a very... Yeah, they wrapped this in a sandwich bag. There we go. So like I said, while I was recovering, kind of just hanging out, I just wanted to pass the time by stocking up on a lot of Gen 1 reverse hollows that just look cool, most of which were under $1 or in the realm of $1 or $1.50. So if it looked like it was decent shape and I kind of liked the art, even if I didn't care for the art, as long as it's Gen 1, just to fill up the binder. So there's Arcanine, Butterfree. I like Yukimori, so even if it's not Gen 1, I'll still pick it up, especially if I like the way it looks. So that's a little clay model for those of you that are not familiar with her Pokemon cards. Caterpie. Nice Eevee. Electabuzz. Geodude. I like that Geodude. Growlithe. Hitmonlee. Kangaskhan. I just picked up Pineco because the background was awesome. I like this sort of like colored pencil look to this card. Nice Pinsir. And Rapidash. So very cheap. This whole stack. What I tend to keep a lookout for sellers that do the thing where like, oh, buy 10 or more cards and get an extra 20% off or extra 30% off. So, and then if they also combine shipping, a lot of them won't even charge you extra, or they'll charge you like 10 cents per card. That stuff gets cheap real quick when you start getting those combined shipping discounts and the discounts when you buy more. So this whole thing here was probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is probably about 10 bucks. So, not bad to fill out my Gen 1 binder. This. Those are sucks. Where are the cards? There they are. This might be a slab. No, this is not heavy enough for a slab. Ah. Yeah, all Generation 1 Pokemon. I haven't started putting it together yet, but I'm trying to get enough cards to like make putting the binder together worth it. My plan is it's a binder with 12 cards per page, and each page will have, you know, one Pokemon per page. So like page 1 would be 12 different Bulbasaurs that I just like the art. So either hollow Bulbasaurs, reverse hollow Bulbasaurs, but focusing on vintage. I'm not going for like modern full arts and stuff is my goal. Ooh, yeah, these ones are cool. So here's another reverse stamp War Turtle. Got great prices on these. I tend to only buy these when it's like lightly played condition and a really cheap deal. And then another Golem Legend Maker. I like the Legend Maker cards. I like the way they handle the hollow. What I love is like it just, even though it's reverse, it still looks like a normal hollow. But this War Turtle's awesome. Crystal Guardians has so many amazing reverse hollows. Is this? Yeah, this one I have to slice off camera. It's got the addresses and stuff front and center. Not sure what's in here. If I had to guess, it feels like a graded card. Possibility I might know what this is. This might be a pretty big one. Or it could just be a bunch of cheap reverse hollows. You're busting out the fancy packaging. Man, what's that? Trypophobia, whatever they call it? People that have a fear of holes, like bees' nests, would hate to get a package like this. Is this graded? Oh, it looks like pristine. I think I might know what these are. This is a pretty nice one. Or is it one graded card? What is this? Oh, okay, no, I know what this is. This is a cool one. Okay, so this is another thing I've been getting into lately. There's a certain set from Wizards of the Coast that people just completely ignore, and a lot of people actually despise it. And I've really been getting into it because these cards are super low population in pristines, and the prices are incredibly low because people just ignore them or just outright hate them. Let me take it out of this first. Alright, ready? I think this is a population... What's the population on this? I know it's under 10. I could check. Actually, hold on. Let me check before I flip it. Okay, so there are 951 cards of this graded with CGC, of which only 11 of them are pristine 10, so I now have one of the 11 pristines. For our boy Squirtle. Base set 2. Super underrated, that set. At the end of the day, it's still the same cards, still the same artwork. It's just that people hate the 2 stamp. But the thing about base set 2, these are actually really hard to grade. Harder to grade than unlimited, for sure. The pristine populations are quite low on these. They tend to be, especially the hollows. The hollows are crazy to get pristines in. But I'm not discriminating against base set 2. I grew up with base set 2. The 2 doesn't really bother me. You know what I don't mind? The fact that there's very low competition for base set 2 and the prices are astronomically lower compared to the other sets. And I love hunting low population pristines for Wizards of the Coast era. You're one of those people that hates base set 2. I don't think I would collect it loose for like binders. I think binders I'd stick to Unlimited Edition. I would get graded first edition, unlimited for binders, but I think I would, when it comes to pristines, I would not accept the Gem Mint 10 for base set 2, but I would accept pristines. So that's pretty exciting for me. I don't mind base set 2. When I first was getting into collecting graded pristines, I convinced myself to not do base set 2, because all the elites online were like, base set, or first edition is the only thing that matters. But I decided that when it comes to the rarity and the price, you just can't beat base set 2. And I think its time is coming. I'd like to talk about it in the video, honestly. I think base set 2's time is coming, and here's why. Base set 1 first edition is getting out of hand. It's getting harder and harder to get your hands on those for a decent price, and especially with like graded. So eventually it's going to be priced out of people's range, and they're going to have to start going to alternative means like unlimited. And I do think eventually it will trickle down into base set 2, where it, like, the only way to get the cards that you want affordably is going to be this way, and then there will be more demand for it. Also, the hollows, we can't forget, use the galaxy foil, so they actually look kind of cool and unique for base set 2. So, base set 2 is in my radar. Got another envelope here. This feels like a slab. Or I can open... I can go back to opening some packs. It's just, do I want to open this in a video or on a stream? Do I collect 1999, 2000 year copyright? I have one of those. Those are really... Oh, for the base set. I was doing that for Fossil. I accidentally got a 1999 to 2000 Haunter. I sent in cards for grading, and I got it back as a 1999 to 2000, without even realizing that's what it was when I sent it. I actually got it in a mystery box from eBay. Someone sent me one of those, and it was... I think it was a 9. They gave it a CGC 9. Or like a CGC 8.5, so the condition was actually not bad on it. I was trying to do the Fossil set in 1999 to 2000, but those are just... Damn, those things are rare. I was doing the whole thing searching eBay too, where you like search Fossil cards and you look at the cards and see if they have the years on them. I didn't find a single one. I gave up on that after a few weeks. I'm like, man, this is crazy. I can't even find like a common. They're so hard to get. I do have something crazy to open up. It's like, I don't know, I feel like I want to do it in a video. Because the live streams, I mean, it's really fun opening stuff in live streams, but there's definitely value to opening cool stuff in videos too. And unfortunately, I can't exactly convert some of these streams to videos because of the music I play. Just make sure I didn't put... Oh, I do have this. Okay, this is something else that was sent to me by somebody on YouTube. They sent this a long time ago. They sent this last year. And I feel so bad because it took me so long to remember to get around to opening this, but there's a reason for it. And, I mean, you guys can let me know how you feel, too, what you would have done. Let's clean some of this stuff away here, so I got room. But when they sent it to me, you know, they have their own little indie TCG. Very, very indie. But when they sent it to me, they said, I just got over COVID. Like, literally just got over it. So I'm like, okay. Not going to touch and open that package yet. I'm just going to sit it off to the side. And open it a little later. And that a little later was apparently now, because I kept forgetting to open it. Okay, set my stuff off. I'm just trying to find places to put this stuff so I can clear it. So I got the box. I think they got info on both sides. I can't show it, but it is in a giant envelope. I'm going to open it. So this is a package from Speed Robo. Speed Robo is, and still is, a part of the Metazoo community. So big apologies to Speed Robo. I just I stuck this thing off to the side and just never remembered. But we are opening it today. Okay, interesting packaging. It's contained. It's got the foil. You guys are going to be pretty shocked by this one, though. This is way different than what you're expecting this to be. You'll see what I mean. Okay. Not reveal that yet. But we gotta play that too. What's this? What is this? Oh, stickers. Okay, hold on. I feel so bad not opening this earlier, but like I said, I really did not want to touch this right after someone was getting over COVID, like immediately after. So I was like, all right, let's wait. Okay. Know that this streamer kit. You can tell someone's a Metazoo fan when they call it a streamer kit. I know the streamer kit will never fully make up for the disappointing missing years from Metazoo. Oh god, yeah, I forgot all about that. Holy crap. The stupid native streamer kits that they never sent out. However, hope I can still bring a smile to your face. And the people in chat. I want to thank you for taking a look at System Gate CCG. So for those of you that are interested in this is what you want to check out. This was a game that my friends and I started after one of our favorite games, Future Card Buddy Fight, shut down. We started this project as a spiritual successor to that game, with their first release being in December 2020. We're still small, but we've been able to release something new to our lovely players every 3 months since 2020. That's impressive. In this kit, you will find 10 booster packs, 1 promo card, 1 playmat, 50 sleeves, 1 promotional coin, and 3 exclusive stickers. I tried my best to match the Metazoo kit, but still left out the display stands, dice, puzzle pieces, those items I either wasn't sure what they were or didn't think they were needed for my game. The biggest item in this kit is obviously the boosters. Ours are a little different than you'll find in TCG. You probably noticed that our CCG doesn't stand for collectible card game, but rather customizable card game. This is a new product type invented by my company. The difference is that all of our cards come in common rarity, and all of our products come with a guaranteed number of each common. However, in each of our packs we include a random upgraded version of one of our cards. This makes it such that players can always get the cards they need to play, but can have fun collecting the rare upgrades and adding bling to their deck, which I think is a cool way of handling it. There's a little bit of spoilers, but the packs that I sent you are for our upcoming release, Special Set 1, Winnie the Pooh. Yes, Winnie the Pooh trading cards. Please let me know what you think. I think if there's anything that you want adjusted, I will see if I can implement it for the full release. Love hearing feedback, both good and bad. Have fun. Speed Robo. What a cute little drawing. So yes. Like I said, not what you're going to be expecting. So we've got some sleeves for System Gate. We've got the playmat. We've got the stickers. We've got a promo card, which is Zamara's Prayer. Let me pull this out. It might be a little bit easier to see when we get it out of that sleeve. Oh, it's sealed. Alright, we'll leave it there for now. You can kind of still see it. So it's got like a shattered glass window kind of look to it. And here are the packs. Is there something else still in here? There are a couple coins, or one coin? Token. Speed Robo token. Or a sticker. It's hard to tell. Alright, so here's the packs. Very indie. Here's the playmat. System Gate. So System Gate, like, it's not just Winnie the Pooh. It's all different types of stuff, as I understand it. We've got a scientist waifu kind of character here. Alright, let's just leave that as the background for the stream. I just like having a clean background so it's not too confusing. Especially when you see, like, a thumbnail of it or something. So here are the packs. They're very indie, as you can see. Literally like paper folded up and taped, but I kind of love that. Let's get these all oriented the right way. Hello, Ginger. Public domain, Winnie the Pooh, indeed. System Gate, Winnie the Pooh, 6-card booster pack. This pack contains 5 commons and 1 alternate card. The alternate can be a rainbow, borderless, shatter foil, rainbow border. I love this. Rainbow borderless or shatter borderless. That's a lot of variants. Speedrow Games does not take responsibility for future resale value of cards. Please visit our official website. So if you guys are looking for System Gate, this is where you want to go. Let's see if we can pull some. I feel like I got to keep this paper off to the side so I can remember these variants. I wonder what ones are the rarest. The tape makes this a little hard to... Maybe I gotta open it along the bottom. Alright, we're apparently gonna have to rip and tear. Like Doom. Let's go. Because I can't find, I guess, like that? Okay. See if I can... I'll try and cut another one for reference so that I can more easily read it. So these are all Winnie the Pooh themes. Hand-drawn artwork. Who doesn't love Winnie the Pooh? I like that one. Here's our alternate. So this looks like it's a... Which way am I supposed to look at this? This way. It's like a tree. This looks like it's a rainbow foil. Here, let me just keep one of these here. Can be rainbow borderless. So this is not... Okay, rainbow, borderless, shatter foil, rainbow borderless, or shadow borderless. Okay, so this is like probably the most common hollow here. I think ripping right down the middle here is best. Popeye became... I wouldn't... You never know. System Gate could be doing Popeye. What in the world is this? This is System Gate CCG. Winnie the Pooh set. I like that one. That one's cute. And... we got clumping. Uh-oh. Imagine they packed all of the same hollow in the same 10 packs by mistake. No, I don't think they would do that. At least you know it's true random. Right? This is definitely randomized. They didn't like hand select 10 cards to send me on purpose. Because they wouldn't have sent 2 of the same hollow. Ooh, that one is creepy. Winnie the Pooh just kind of like staring down into a grave or something. I don't know what's going on there. I definitely want a shatter rainbow foil borderless of that one. Yeah, I know. Selfless is saying the same thing. It's kind of creepy, but I like it. Oh, okay, so you can get borderless that don't have hollow. Oh, that's the one I really liked. The Winnie the Pooh on the balloon. It's actually a really cool art style. I like it. Yeah, the creepy Winnie the Pooh. It's like, it's cute, but actually really creepy at the same time. I want that Pooh staring into a hole in the ground. That's everything in there. Pooh just like contemplating life as the fire burns. Let's see what the text is. I gotta like lift this to read it. That sort of bear. When I enter the field, you may pay 1 energy. If you do, draw a card. If your gate is not asteroid, that sort of bear only triggers once per turn. Winnie the Pooh doll. Some other stuff. The layout is actually not bad. These cards are pretty well made for an indie TCG. I've never opened a TCG before where the packs are literally paper. Like super handmade, but I really like it. I feel so bad not opening this earlier. Because I'm totally into this. Imagine that in a full art, borderless, shattered glass foil. There's another borderless. The borderless ones are cool. Waiting for that shattered glass. Wish I was more of a Winnie the Pooh expert, like lore expert. Oh, that one's morbid. He's just falling from the sky, gonna land right on his head. Oh, there he is, contemplating life with the fire. Okay, the foils are definitely not easy to hit, so getting a borderless foil seems like it's going to be a pretty big, pretty big deal. Just making sure. I never thought I'd really like opening a TCG with like non-traditional packs, but there's something I really like about ripping open hand-packed paper packs like this. Oh, wow, the foil just popped up out of nowhere. Okay, we got Rabbit's Relations rainbow foil. Still not a shattered, still not a borderless. Rue? Heffalump? It's like a Rue-focused deck. Oh, Piglet. Little kill in the zone. Get a petedorr discount code. Yeah, I'm definitely going to let them know that this was super fun and you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to check their website, by the way, like if you're in the indie TCGs. Play.speedrobogames.com. Almost has an analog horror feel. Yeah, I definitely like the vibes of this. And now we got the full art of it. We just got the hollow. Borderless. I like the art on that one. Okay, we got 3 more packs to go. We still have yet to get a shattered glass. I've only pulled rainbows. No border... Well, we get the borderless. No shatter foil yet. No rainbow borderless. Or shadow borderless. So this got to be pretty rare. We got a foil. And it is not borderless. Oh, we got the elephant guy. Come on, Shattered. We got the promo at least. Borderless. That's a cute one. Kanga. Last pack. Come on, Shattered. Or a borderless rainbow foil. If I don't get a Shattered Glass or a borderless rainbow, then you know that they absolutely just sent these randomized to me. Because I think, wouldn't you imagine, like, that they would send the good stuff to make it appeal to people? Like, oh, look at those foils. But they definitely stuck to true random here. No preferential treatment here. Oh, there is a holo, though. Watch it be borderless Shattered Glass. Wow, true random, because we got two of the same card. It's a cute one. I want that one. Alright, last card is not borderless. Oh, there we go. What the... 3 of that card in that pack, but I got the rabbit. That was fun. I love the randomness. Super random. Well, that was a lot of fun. Who would have known? Winnie the Pooh trading cards could be that exciting. So thank you once again to Speed Robo for sending that my way. Really fun to open. Like I said, one last time for hooking me up with that streamer kit. A little late, I do apologize. But play it at speedrobogames.com. You can check out what else they've got going on for System Gate. Super indie TCG they've kept running with friends since 2020. Very impressive. I would not be opposed to trying to get some more of those packs if they're still available. Chase that Shattered Glass holo. Come on now. Let's see, I got something else we can open here. Since I will be opening the new set pretty soon on my YouTube. Refamiliarize people with it. A while since I've opened this. I think this is my last booster box. I've had this sitting around for quite a while. Good ol' D-Spirits. So you guys have seen me open this on the channel quite a bit over the last couple of years. The creator is kind enough to occasionally send me product samples when new stuff comes out. He did send me the latest set, and I am a fan of D-Spirits. I do like the cards. I like the way the holos look. I like the way the D-Spirits themselves look. I'm a fan of the art. Goodness, this is their Kickstarter box. This plastic is on here really good. There we go. The thing that makes this booster box different, it's literally in a hard cardboard box. It's not flimsy cardboard. So it's sturdy. Can't really see. It's hard cardboard. So these packs are not getting damaged. So there are definitely chase things in here. There are dark cards, which are pretty hard to pull, and then there's a chase card that has, I think, only 100 printed. So if you pull that, it's definitely the big chase for the D-Spirits Kickstarter set. What did the backside look like? So it's the same for all their... It's not like Winnie the Pooh or anything, it's just System Gate. There we go. So I will be opening up the new set in a video very soon. So I figured let's open this so that you guys can see the original D-Spirits set again before I do that. Box topper. One of the more sought after things in the Kickstarter boxes. Some of the better cards that people seek out tend to be in the box toppers. Cut this open. There's like a banana guy that you can get in here. I'm gonna call that that's the one that I get. Man, I swear I chose the dullest scissors. Nope. We got Pirant, but see, this is what I mean about D-Spirits. I just love the freaking hollow pattern in this game, especially for the early sets, the first two, especially Kickstarter. I don't know, it just looks so cool to me. It reminds me of like an old 90s sticker that you get at a vending machine. Just looks so cool. Sleeve up the box topper. Also, the earlier sets had this. I personally preferred the original font, where they would actually do it in like a gold foil. But yeah, let's open some D-Spirits. I do enjoy this set. Kickstarter, pretty affordable to get into these days. But I have noticed prices are actually going up on Kickstarter stuff. The cards just really pop with the hollows on here. So I gotta keep an eye out for the dark rares. I forget how rare they are, but they're much harder to pull. There's a lot of puns. My favorite, that's my favorite D-Spirit, Bagon. He, throughout the series, like, his art will change and stuff with the baggie. The latest set has a really cool card with him, if I remember right. But if you pay attention to the names, they tend to be very punny. Definitely a game targeting kids. But the character artwork is front and center in these. And all the art in Kickstarter, if I recall correctly, is just done by the creator. And then later sets would get guest artists to help him out. So all these are drawn by one person, which keeps the art nice and consistent. Yeah, the art's really cute. D-Spirits definitely gets some flack online. Obviously, because it is very heavily inspired by Pokemon and Digimon. But, I mean, what? There's just so much stuff out in the world that is inspired by Pokemon and Digimon. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with inspiration. Personally, I just can't. I just miss the Kickstarter holo, I really do. It really is one of my favorite holo patterns for indie TCGs. Just so flashy. And the cards are pretty good quality. They're not thin, they're pretty thick. There's still a very dedicated fan base for these cards. It is a card game that I would eventually like to learn how to play as well. Because there's probably a lot of opportunity still for deck development. I would love to see an online client that isn't like a... Ooh, awesome. That's my favorite card from this set. We got the Neffel. He's like the... Him and Gayu, which is this little guy, they're pretty much the mascots of these spirits. So, getting him is sort of like getting a Pikachu. Flame. Arroglant. Alright, see the names? See what they're doing? Ugh, yeah, these are not easy to open without the pull tab. Been a long time since I've opened Kickstarter D-Spirits. Boxes are really cheap too, so... If you're ever craving it, it's not too hard on the bank. It's another pretty popular character. Plush is made of Moon Kappa. Trunko is another one of my favorites. Very Mickey Mouse kind of feel to him. Whip Weenie. Yeah, there's some childish humor in some of these cards for sure. There's one in particular. Let's see if we pull it. I'd have to go with the scissors or the pull tab. Ripping the way I am is not working. Mono. Pull tab method. It always snags the corner for me. I hate pull tabs. It's never good at them. I do gotta be careful opening these though, because like I said, you can get a secret rare in here, and the secret rare is very hard to pull. But it has a chance, or a dark rare. Nice, that looks cool. Catnapper, another one I like. Eventually a lot of these D-spirits got like evolutions. Not sure how I feel about the hollow being on top though when you first open the pack. Would have preferred it in the back or the middle. That guy's cute. I can't remember if all cards can come in hollow. I don't think so, if I remember right. Yeah, there's a lot of like yokai stuff as well in D-spirits. Yokai inspired. Oh, one of my favorites. Cute little guy. 2 foot. Why does this pack feel... Oh, just one feels like it's a little thicker than the others. I could be wrong. How did I end up with this pair of scissors? It's like the hardest pair of scissors. Wait, hold on. I have another pair here. Try this one. Treacherous. How many packs are in here? I think it's a little less than a normal booster box. 20 or something like that. Wallowbrood? Kind of reminds me of a cross between Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. At least no doubles yet. Ah, much better. My goodness. So there is a rare variant you can pull, like I said, dark rare. But I don't remember the odds on it, I just know they're pretty rare. Am I gonna get any black and white sets? Probably not. Not unless I see it in the store, which never happens. My Targets and Walmarts, anytime I go in there, I don't specifically go there for Pokemon cards, but I always look. They never have anything. So. But even if they had it, I'm not even sure I'd buy it. Modern Pokemon is just not for me right now. Blocko. I'd be more inclined to open them just to go for the commons and rares and rare hollows, like normal hollows for Gen 1 and Gen 2 Pokemon. Most of the time the full arts and stuff are just not really appealing to me. A few of them might be. I especially don't like the cards that feature trainers. I hate trainer cards. I don't like cards with the trainer and the Pokemon. I just want the Pokemon. Is it that hard to ask? Apparently that's pretty hard in Pokemon these days. But I also don't like super busy artwork either. I just want something nice and simple. Cards are so busy these days. This one's cool. Not sure I ever pulled this one, Blitzwolf. Gotta give them credit for the Kickstarter set though. Like the amount, the holos you get, very varied. They did a good job with like distribution of the holos in this. Of the GPK episodes. Yeah, I have no more Garbage Pail Kids. I think I have like a couple blaster boxes left for like kids at play. But that set is pretty brutal. It's so hard to get anything good from that. I don't have any more Chrome. I didn't get in the Sapphire. So... I'm not sure when I'll be getting more. I tend to really like the Chrome sets, though. The last one was really fun. Beetle Terra. Give me a second, I just gotta take this medicine. Yeah, I don't like Pokemon trainer cards. I'm not a fan of the art and the characters, honestly. Maybe if I played the recent games more, I'd care about the characters more, but I'm personally just not into them. Still opening new cards. We have not yet seen. Bamboom. On Dark Rare. Sheepincer. How many more do we got? Oh, quite a few, actually. I liked the energy cards in Pokemon 151 because I liked looking for the energy cards that had multiple swirls on them. And sometimes those could be worth a lot of money if you got one with like 5 or more swirls. So that was fun. Cards look really good when you get them in a holo. See if we can get a Gayu. Getting the Gayu would make this box opening a pretty nice one. A little lion guy. Down to our last pack? Yep, last pack. Last chance of the Dark Rare, Secret Rare, or Gayu. Ooh. Okay, I thought that was something crazy for a second there. That was fun. I like New Spirits. The art's fun. I enjoy it. Did I sleeve up that Niffle? guess. He is sleeve worthy. Speaking of 151, I guess I could open some Japanese 151 packs. I've had them sitting here. I have an open box that I opened 2 packs from, 2 or 3 packs. I haven't pulled anything crazy from yet. But I'm not going to open everything, I'll just do a couple. Stick these in here. Plus you get a nice little storage box out of these spirits. Very high quality booster box. Yeah, I've had this open for quite a bit. Like I said, no hits have been pulled from here as of now. I think I decided to not go for the pristine collection of Pokeball cards, though. A little too intimidating. I think I definitely found my calling right now with the vintage stuff instead, but I still will be on the lookout for good Pokeball reverse hollows. Oh, Tangela, nice. So the Japanese ones are, of course, much cheaper than the English side. But when you get good cards, they're still worth getting excited over. They feel so... Oh man, opening all these indie TCGs, let me tell you something. These feel so cheap and flimsy now compared to it. Holy moly. Oh, I think Moltres is a pretty hard one to get in a Pokeball. I think the rares that normally come as a holo... It's been so long, I'm so rusty on 151. I think that's one that normally comes as a normal holo, right? So getting the Pokeball on that is actually kind of hard. Oh, that's right, I never pulled the Master Ball here from this yet. That could be kind of exciting. I forgot about the Master Ball. Print line, yep. Pokeballs always have the print lines. Maybe we just keep opening until I get the Master Ball. Hopefully it's not the last pack. I don't know. I don't want to open too many though. I like to take my time with this. Open a few a stream or something, you know? One day we'll hit it. I bought these booster boxes when they did not... I forget when the reprinting was. It was like 8 months ago? A year ago? It's when they reprinted Japanese 151 and the prices tanked to the point where you can get booster boxes for like no joke $50 to $60. People were just like offloading them like crazy. So I picked up a few booster boxes when that happens. Thank goodness, I thought that was my Master Ball for a second. I do sleeve the Pokeball. But man, these Pokemon cards feel so cheap. Especially compared to D-Spirits. D-Spirits feels really high quality compared to this. Just card stock is just so much thicker. Pokeball Vulpix. Not a bad one to get. Print line very apparent, however. So obviously Master Ball, you want Pikachu, Gengar. This would be some of the big ones. Knowing me, I'm gonna get like an Apple item or a Metapod or something stupid. I think the best Master Ball I ever got was Flareon from these packs. But I do love Metapod. I think I've already gotten a Metapod Master Ball now I think about it. Alright, I think, is that something coming up? I think we might have something. Pokeball, Seadra. Okay, we got Erica. Not exactly the one that you want, but still nice. Alright, we'll do 3 more packs if we don't get the Master Ball. Well, then we gotta wait until next time. Pokeball. Okay, that's 1. Yeah, all my Pokeballs are sleeved because there was a time where I was examining all of them to see which ones have a chance at getting a pristine grade. When I was very much thinking that I wanted to go for the full set in pristine for the Pokeball regular hollows, but I don't know. That's just... So first of all, a lot of them are really hard to get in pristine. There's not a lot of them graded. But they're, even when you get them in pristine, it's like, if you were to send them in to get graded, some of them are only worth like $30 to $40. So even just getting the pristine, it's like, if you don't get it, then you just probably wasted money. So it's too much of a gamble for me. Unless I feel like if I ever start selling these, I stock up eBay store or something with them. There might be people interested in them. Pokeball. Pinsir. Wait, what pack was that? 2? 3? I think that was 2, right? Okay, we gotta do one more. These aren't really even worth sleeving anymore, these regular EXs. But it does feel bad to not do it. At least I don't think they are. Doesn't look like we're getting anything. Oh, hold on. Spoke too soon. That looks like it's gonna be Blastoise? No. Squirtle? Wartortle? Wartortle. Couldn't remember. I'm so rusty on the art. Blastoise is very similar, but he would have had a more fancy border. Okay. Decent way to end it. He's like the only modern Pokemon cards I can stand. Because they're all Gen 1. That's why. Alright. The rest will be for future streams. I am also still nowhere near a complete set for the Japanese cards. I'm missing, like... I still have yet to pull a Charizard, Japanese or English. All the 151 opens. Okay. I mean, I still have something else I can open, but how many Pokemon fans do we have hanging out here tonight? I don't want to be pulling no Charizards and having people being like, yeah, no excitement for Charizard. So I've had this sitting around quite a while. Still sealed, so I do have to open this brown paper bag box. Give me a moment. How many likes does this stream up to? 44 likes. The box is a little dented. Let me bust out the razor blade. This isn't my info in here. This is something that I got very lucky from one seller that was apparently not really aware what they were selling, so I picked up 2 of these. This is my last one. But got a pretty big turnout for tonight's stream, so I deem it worthy of opening. Hopefully it's what I think it is. Okay, it is. I'm like, this better be what I think it is. These are getting harder and harder to get for reasonable prices, so my openings of these are about to slow down, so I hope you guys appreciate it. Tops 10. As you know, I like to grade these. My next submission to CGC is going to be pretty hefty. But my gem rate with these has been pretty good. I've only received 1 pristine though, but I tend to get a lot of 10s on the ones I submit. Cutting that feels so wrong, but so right at the same time. So here's why you want the tin instead of loose packs. The tins tend to keep the cards in better condition, since they are somewhat secured inside of a tin with styrofoam. And there's less pressure put on the cards, which means that hopefully they're not sticking. God almighty, the tragedy of last time I opened a Series 3 Tops pack on my Twitch channel. All the cards are stuck together like a brick. It was not pretty. So loose packs are very dangerous for tops. Tops anything, vintage tops. We'll keep the music. Actually, no, we need Pokemon music for this opening. We need some hype-ass Pokemon music. Which is I love Wild Arms. I remember the name of this one guy's channel. He's got such good music on there, like remixes. Let's go with Gen 1 through 9. Sure, we'll try this one. Pokemon's gonna come after me for playing their music. Okay, the packs look nice and secure. They are finally blue logo, which means first printing. Sometimes I get screwed and I get second printing. Pikachu card in here. These are so hard to grade because they just rattle around in the box. Yeah, this one's got a dent corner. Just how it goes. Seven packs. Please don't be stuck. Please. If the first pack has cards that are stuck, like the first 2 packs, I'm probably just going to save the other packs and I'll just do them at another time. I'll have to like freeze them or something. That's supposed to be a way to unstick. Okay, we cut these open. Okay, so the thing that makes these really exciting is it's mostly the first half or so of, or like the first third of Pokemon. So that means you can get Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur. You can get all the starters, Pikachu. So Series 1 is really nice because it's got a lot of the mainstays in it. Please don't be stuck, please. For those that don't know, like, they're just, these cards are notorious for being stuck together because of the way they printed them with the lamination. It just, they sometimes melt together and it's just a brick. Okay, this feels good. Thank God. They're not stuck, I don't think. I will be sleeving all of these off stream because all of these are gradable in my eyes. Let me just, I want to put these on top of something that is at my desk. No. That's fine. Let's do that. Forget where the hollow falls. These are looking really clean though. Thank God I finally got some good top specs. It's been a bit. No sticking, corners look good. Full picks, that's a good one. Gotta go very slow with these. Not to damage them. I'm trying not to slide them across one another. Okay, next one is the hollow, I believe. Not a good start. Let me get out my Beckett sleeves for this. I love Pokemon tops. I just love them because the Pokemon art itself is just fully featured. It's like, most people collect Pokemon cards for the art. Well, guess what? Pokemon Tops is literally just the art. When I bring Pokemon cards to get signed at conventions by, like, the voice actors, I bring these. I have them sign Topps cards. I haven't shown them off yet. I don't have too many signed, but I have a decent little handful. Come on, Charizard. Come on, Blastoise. Come on, Venusaur. I have yet to pull a hollow Venusaur, Blastoise, or Charizard, by the way. And every Blastoise I've pulled has always had issues. There's always something wrong with it. So a nice, even non-hollow Blastoise would be awesome. Poor turtle, good start. Little stickage here. Is that Squirtle right behind them? They're stuck together a little bit. Hold on. There we go. Oh, what are the chances of that? Come on, Blastoise, you gotta be hiding in the back, right? Okay, that's... These two are getting sleeved. Any starters? Instant sleeve. Come on. Gotta be very careful putting these in sleeves. The corners can get snagged. I used to cut the corner, but then the corner is like not really protected. I'd sleeve every one of these, but I'm gonna do this as soon as I end the stream because I don't want you guys to be here all night. Even though, like, humidity-wise, it is very hot and humid in here, I probably should be sleeving every card as we go. I might actually just do that. I hope you guys don't mind. Because the humidity can easily start curling these. Plus, I mean, we only got 7 packs, right? It's not going to kill us. And then that way at the end I can shuffle through it really easily and show you what we got. Man, my hands aren't shaking, but like they're definitely a little uneasy. I don't think my hands have ever shaken before from opening something. However, there is something that I will be opening in a video that may cause me to handshake. Gotta be careful with that Vulpix. Oh yeah, it was so brutally humid today. So brutal. Still went for my walk though. I plan on starting my playthrough of, it may even be next stream, starting my playthrough of Pokemon Scarlet on Switch 2. See how that goes. I'm in a very Pokemon mood right now, so like Scarlet and Violet, new Pokemon Snap. Hell, Pokemon Let's Go. Apparently that's got slightly better loads now too. It was nice. I never did a real playthrough of Pokemon Let's Go. I only bought that game to just speedrun it, so I never really did a casual playthrough. Alright, we are sleeved up. We may commence. Kind of forgot we had a pack sitting over here. Yeah, the pointy corners, you gotta be so careful. Kakuna. Sandshrew. Ooh, I see a Venusaur. Not a hollow, but I will take him. Looks really clean. Love the color combination on him. I have a Pristine in the Bulbasaur. So if I can get Pristine and Venusaur and Ivysaur, that'd be awesome. Alright, Hollow's coming up. After one more card. This one's stuck a tiny bit. Try not to reveal. Okay. I don't want to slide it, because that can scratch it. We'll try and do a slow reveal. Ooh, it's green. Green border. It's looking like it might be Vileplume. It's looking like Vileplume to me. I know that Vileplume flower from a mile away. One of my favorite Pokemon. Oh, it's Gloom? Oh, come on now. Wait, Vileplume may not have been in Series 1. I don't remember. Damn it. I love Vileplume. I'm not the biggest fan of Gloom, but I'll take it. Condition seems alright. Should check the back for centering. I think they dinged me on the centering a lot on these cards. Centering's kind of rough on these sometimes. Wait a minute. Black logo. Okay, so the blue on the pack. Okay, these are actually the second printing. It's just fine. Most of my Series 1 are second printing anyway. Yeah, these are black logo. Put this in sleep first before I examine it. Come on, Charizard. The Charizard I pulled from this, the one Charizard I pulled, was actually an error card, and it did get designated as error when I got it back from CGC. It was miscut. The back of it was like all janked up with like the centering. These are looking so good though. Like these are all getting graded for the most part. Eventually I will try and grade all the cards from Series 1 gradually. Try and get a set of Gem Mint 10. Pristine 10, very hard to do, but Gem Mint 10 for these is doable. If I see them on eBay too, like cheap enough, sometimes people sell the Gem Mint 10s for this set very cheap sometimes. Like $20, $25 for some of them, I scoop those up. Because I know how hard it is to get a 10. Wait, hold on. I pulled a Charmander and didn't even realize it? Hold on. Did I pass that by? Okay. I think I passed Charmander by. I think it must have, like, stuck to the back of Kakuna. Huh. Okay, I mean, I'll take it. Squirtle and Charmander. Where's our Bulbasaur at? I have this one signed by the voice actor, by the way. Spoilers. I have a couple of Charmanders signed by him, actually, from the Topps cards. I had him write Char Char on the card. Of course, right? Alright. Still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs. Plenty more chances for a Charizard. Blastoise, Venusaur, Pikachu would be big. Yeah, I skipped them, because I would have noticed that. Gotta be very careful getting these out of the pack. The corner can snag so easy. Oh, I think I may have just spoiled the... I spoiled the holo. Damn it, I wasn't thinking. But it's a good one. Okay, these ones are a little sticky. The further down I go in the packs, the more sticky they're going to get, because the compression on the bottom packs is going to be heavier than the top packs. I've got a Venomoth in real life trying to join the stream right now. There's a little moth flying here. Okay, he's... I don't actually want to get him on my hand, so I'm not going to touch him. Nidoking is a nice one. I don't think I pulled many Nidokings at all. The star of Pokemon Yellow speedrunning. Ooh, Psyduck's a good one. I have him signed as well. What is that? What is that? That's got to be a Rapidash, right? They're trolling me. No, that's not Charizard. I don't think Charizard has the flames on the side. I think there's a card stuck behind Psyduck. The nice thing about Series 1, no stupid sticker cards or cutout cards or things that you got to worry about sticking even more together. Seconds. Okay. Yeah, Ninetales. That's still a nice one to get. I don't think I've ever pulled Ninetales before. That's awesome. That's getting graded. Ooh. Oh, come on. Please be Bulbasaur or Ivysaur. But Bulbasaur would be nice. I think that might be him. Ah, freaking Troll Oddish. That's okay. I like Oddish. I like the color scheme on him. Okay. Well, I'm just going to reveal the holo because there's a card stuck behind Oddish. Look how nice this one looks, though. Damn, that looks good. I love Topps so much. That looks so cool. Pointer's giving me a problem. There we go. Super clean. The only thing they can get me on is the centering. The centering is brutal on these, I think, on the back. You might be like, well, how do you tell the centering? They like measure this up here versus the space down here. So based on that, this looks very heavy to the bottom. I think that's how they dinged me a lot on some of my other Topps cards I've sent in the past. Even though it looks absolutely mint on the front, they'll get you on that centering. Nice variety of cards yet. Wait, hold on, I had a Growlithe? Hold on, I'm totally having cards stick together. I would have noticed this Growlithe. But at least they're like coming apart for me to see when I go to sleeve them. I don't remember seeing a Growlithe. I better start checking the back of cards so that way I can tell if there's something stuck. Ninetale's very nice. These are all so grade worthy right now. Finally, I've been having some really bad luck with Topps lately. Series 2 is just brutal. Series 2 is really rough when it comes to sticking. With all, because they include stickers and stupid like cutout cards. I don't mean to call them stupid, they're kind of cool, but like they cause sticking way more. Yeah, I just put it aside because it's still set aside. I'm very bad at procrastinating with like all my stuck cards. I still have cards stuck from like a year ago. I have a hollow Ash Ketchum card that is stuck. I haven't brought myself the courage to try and separate it yet. Some good pulls so far though. I think I'm definitely getting some cards I have yet to pull from packs. Like that Nidoking. Alright, we need better music than this. Let me find this guy. There's this one guy that makes amazing synth remixes. Is this him? I need like a mix though, so that I can listen to it for more than 3 minutes. This one. I love this guy's remixes so much. I don't think they're all his. Wait, why is there an Anakin Skywalker song on here? Okay, apparently it's not what we want. Alright, I'm gonna save his cover for like the last pack or two. See if I can find. Just go with this one for now. Oh, we can't skip Penny's music. She got such a crazy theme. Let me resume. 4 more to go. See, it's so much fun when you take your time and sleeve them. It lasts so much longer. I don't know how people can just blow through these packs in 5 minutes. Not me. Savor each card. For those of you curious about my previous CGC reveal from like last August, you can just check my live streams, you'll see it in there. If you wanted to see my grades coming back for these tops cards from ones I've opened in the past, fresh from packs. Okay, these are definitely starting to stick a little bit more. This is a solid brick, but they shouldn't be sticky enough to the point where they don't come apart. But it is getting a little more scary. Gotta go very slow. It looks like we're finally getting a TV card. Choke. Geodude. We got Meowth. Remember to check the back, make sure they're not sticking. Oh, we're getting TV cards now. We were dodging them for a while. I don't mind them though in the Series 1, they're very nice portrait cards. Gotta be a lot more careful now. This is a Pokemon battle theme, by the way, for those wondering. As crazy as it sounds from Scarlet and Violet. Abra. So many TV cards in this pack. Oh, we got Pikachu. I don't think I ever pulled that one before. That's a cute one. I like that one. This makes you want to start watching the show again. Yeah, there's show screenshots. But the nice thing about Series 1, they tend to be character portraits, like way more focused on the character. Whereas Series 2 and 3, they just started literally just taking random screenshots from the show. And they were definitely lower quality screenshots. Okay, this one. Gotta be careful here. Unstick him. Wow, this is like the TV. What the hell happened to this pack? I don't think I've really ever pulled Professor Oak either. At least I'm getting some unique pulls. Alright, here comes the holo. Slowly. It's red. With purple swirls. Nido. Oh, please don't be a Nidoran. What could this be? Reveal it from the top. Zubat? Ekans, it's Ekans. Yep. I mean, Arbok. I just saw the purple. I don't think I pulled a foil Arbok, though. Yeah, Zubat. Could have been a Zubat, yeah. I love all Gen 1 Pokemon equally, but when it comes to getting my holos, there are definitely preferences I'd prefer. Double checking the backs with them sticky cards. Could you imagine if like a Charizard stuck to the back of one of these and I didn't know it? Pretty happy with the non-foil pulls so far though. Some good ones. All it takes is getting one of those like really popular Pokemon in a pristine 10, and that would pay for everything. Pristine 10s on the popular Pokemon are just so valuable with these tops cards. And so far so good. I mean, these look mint. Super mint. So my odds are looking decent. We'll whip out the special music for the final 2 packs. How many of those songs do I have? This guy's remixes are so good. looks like 2 of them. Let me see, hold on, let me just open up this channel. One, 2... Man, has he only done 2? One, 2... Man, he's only done 2. Alright, we'll save those for the final 2 packs. This guy's got like some amazing synth remixes that I love. Better than the original Battle Team, in my opinion. You'll see. Is he really not done? Huh. But he did a normal Battle Team. Alright, here we go. Good song for the 3rd pack. Oh my god, I spoiled the holo again. I gotta stop opening. Like, I do this to be safe, but then it shows you what's on the back. But that's okay, we can still get some good non-holo. Okay, not a strong start for this pack. Golduck, nice, one of my favorite Pokemon. Would not mind a pristine in him. What a weird Geodude card. I've never seen that one. This looks so lonely. Misty, nice. Red. Please don't be Charmeleon, please. Could be a Vulpix, but I've already gotten a Vulpix. Come on. It looks like a flame. It's either Ponyta, Rapidash. I actually don't remember if 3rd Series one. Oh, it's going low. What the hell? Hello? Pokemon? Oh wait, there's a card behind Misty, but we're gonna reveal this one first. Ah, man, I forgot how low Arcanine goes. But that's still a good one to get. So low down. Put him here. Who's this? Who's that Pokemon? Oh wow, I forgot Poliwrath was in this. Arcanine looks like he might have a little tiny bit of edge problems there from the card sitting on top of him. So that would not be gradable, unfortunately, I don't think. Not the holo you want to see. Mid-evolution line is always the roughest. You want to see either Pidgey or Pidgeot. I mean, even Pidgey's kind of like whatever, but usually the mid-evolution is one of the least desirable, typically, unless it's like Haunter or something. Because you can argue Haunter's a little more popular than Ghastly. That's what I love about these packs from the tins, though. The cards are so varied. I have yet to get a double, I think. Like, it's just, you get so many different cards. It's really nice. Got the Psyduck and the Golduck. I'll go for a sequential on grading those. Sequential meaning like you submit both at the same time, the back-to-back, so they both have matching serial numbers from one another, like one after the other, and then you just hope that they get the same grade. Some people are really into that. They'll pay a little more for sequential. The more you know, right? Alright. The final 2 packs. Still a shot for an actual good holo. Arguably, the Vulpix is good, but we can do better. Once we open it, put on the remix. I'll put on one before the other. I'll save the trainer theme. So this guy's name is John Lafredo. I've listened to his remixes, his synth remixes. He's really talented. So this is all hand done by this guy, all on a synth keyboard. Turn it up a little bit for you guys. Actually, I can't. It's almost maxed. Okay, Paris, not a good start. Clefairy, good. I like Clefairy. Oh, I think we got a Pikachu. I think that is Pikachu. I know his colors for the card. I have yet to pull a holo Pikachu, but this will be my 3rd Pikachu. I have a 10, a 9, and getting a pristine would be amazing. Come on, please be Pikachu. Oh, it's Raichu. Raichu's good. Can't remember if I have a 10 in Raichu. But it is the same border as Pikachu. That's exactly what his looks like. Trying not to slide these. Scrapes them. Cathedral. These bottom 2 packs are definitely getting a little sticky, but they're still fine. They're still not like, they're actually not sticking. They're just kind of like, you gotta break them apart a tiny bit, not damaging them anyway. A little bit. On. Jigglypuff, that's a good one. People love Jiggly. Furo. Next one's holo. How much time we got on this song? A minute or so. Oh man, he's doing the slow roll. We gotta wait for the breakdown. Reveal it. It's kind of sticking. It looks like it might be red. This is a Charizard chance, or Charmeleon. Not Charmeleon. Charmander. I don't want it to be Charmeleon. We wait for the breakdown. Come on. Arcanine or Growlithe would be nice too. Alright, it's prepared. Did I choose the right song or what? Oh, it might be Arcanine. Oh, Charmander. Nice. Listen to the timing. Perfectly timed. Listen, that's the next best one after Charizard. Mint. I think, hopefully. Yes. Top left corner looks like it might be a tad. Like dinged. So probably not a pristine, but it's still got a chance of gem mint. Okay, very nice, very nice. I have yet to pull a holo Charmander from these packs before. Let's resume the normal music. I almost feel like that song is like, how can you top that for the last pack, right? That breakdown was so good. I almost feel like I should do that for every pack, that song. I'll have to remember. Hold on, let me preview the end of the other synth remix. So he does a cover for Trainer Battle Gen 1. But I just gotta see. This one's also really good, but I gotta see if he has that awesome ending. Oh god, this one's intense as hell too. Okay, he does it. Okay, we'll do this one. Gen 1 Trainer. Let me just put the other music back on while I sleeve these. That's like the perfect pack opening music. For packs that, you know, take you 3.5 minutes to open. And go through the cards. Is the foil Charmander a precursor to a foil Charizard? Probably not, but you never know. Gotta remember to check the backs on these. Still have yet to pull a foil Venusaur, Blastoise, or Charizard, or Pikachu. Actually, my luck on holo starters in general, like the whole starter line for Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle has been... I think that might be my first, honestly. See, the nice thing about streaming opening these packs, I can play fun music like that. If I was making a video, I could definitely not do that. It would have to be silence. But there's fun benefits to both. Okay. Because way more people see the video. But it's still fun to share it live. Alright, here we go. Change the song once I cut this open. Last pack magic, make sure not to... Oh, there, yeah, copyright is rampant on YouTube. Like this stream, absolutely getting hit with the copyrights for the music I was playing. But I do it because I like streaming with music. I really don't like silence. And it makes the streams more fun anyway, I think. Alright. Hold on. So I think at the 3-minute mark is when he does the breakdown. Yep. Okay. We got 3 minutes to get to that final card. Here we go. Hold on, let me turn it up just a little bit. Oh boy. Red off the top. This has a chance to be Charizard. Oh my god, yes. We got one. It's not holo. First card off the pack. Final pack. Okay. Oh my god, we got a checklist? What a pack. That's so hard to get. We got a checklist. I think that's the first time I ever pulled that. Where am I gonna put this? Put the Charizard here. Sleep him in a second. Venusaur or Ivysaur? Something's coming up. Ivysaur, okay. Still good. Is this stuck? Is there a card? Oh my god. Bulbasaur right after. I got the full evolution line from this tin. We got Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur. Eradicate. Is the next one holo? I think it is. Told you, this theme don't play around. Alright, this is the last hollow. We gotta wait for the breakdown. Let me just loosen it. Okay. Now we wait. 1 minute. It's a great pack. Charizard, Bulbasaur, Venusaur in the same pack. Still got one more. It's probably going to be something really shitty. Let's be real. Great remix though, right? It's the last pack, yep. You can't get Ditto in Series 1. Ditto is Series 3 only, I believe. Seconds. Oh my god. I'll take him. All that build up. Listen, I love Diglett. But is he worth that hype? That was a good pack, though. I'm very happy with that tin. Hollow Hollow Charmander. Non-hollow Venusaur, Charizard. Hollow Vulpix. There's some good stuff in there. Hello, Liam. And hello to Lana as well. Yeah, and they were not sticky. I think almost all these cards are contenders for Gem Mint 10. Unless I get a bad grader that is having a bad day and they're like, oh, the centering on the back is just barely off. What's going on here? Do you see that? Is that part of his background? It's weird looking. I think it is part of his background. Man, a checklist in that pack too? Man. The checklist odds, I think, are way lower to pull than any other card, too. Unfortunately, not hollow, but still, I'll take a checklist. Getting a pristine in that would be awesome. And here he is. I still have yet to pull the hollow. Checking the condition real quick. Corners are looking pretty good. Top right corner might have a slight ding. Right there, yeah. It looks like actually the indents from the cards... Well, actually, there were no cards on top of Charizard. So they may not punish that, because that might be like just kind of factory how they printed. No error on this one, like my other one. But hey, I'll be grading that. We didn't get the Charmeleon. Got the Wartortle Squirtle in the same pack. But did not pull the Blastoise. Did not pull the Charmeleon. So we almost had... What am I doing here? Full evolution lines for the starters. I love my Topps packs. They're by far my favorite Pokemon packs to open. When they don't stick. You have no idea how nerve-wracking it is wondering if your Topps packs are going to be stuck together or not. How rare is the checklist? I'm not sure if they tell you the odds on it, but you don't see it pulled often. I think that's the first checklist I've ever pulled out of all the Topps packs I've opened. Because think about it, someone would only need one checklist, so they're not going to give you a ton of those. Getting it into hollow is obviously what you want. So here's the fat stack of everything from that tin. Look at that thick penny sleeved. I gotta be careful here because these can slip out of your hands so easily. There's the Charmander. That one pack went so hard on TV cards. It's like they were all loaded into that one pack. This one. Got the Rowlett and the Arcanine. Vulpix and the Ninetales. So many evolution lines. Oh, and that's right, we had a normal Charmander. That was like one of the only... There were not a lot of doubles in here, so it's such a wide spread. Series 1 is so fun to open. Oops. See what I mean? Very slippery. Yeah, they did the Squirtle into the Wartortle, and then the Ivysaur into the Bulbasaur in two packs. Oh my god, these penny sleeves. Look at them. They just want to, like, escape. Alright. I'm not gonna open it in this stream. But I want to preview for you guys what will be opened in a video. Like, I'm really on the fence about opening in a stream versus opening in a video. I don't know what I want to do. Streams are cool and all, but, like, obviously more people will view it in a video. I can do it in a stream eventually, but I'd have to cut the music, because I would want to make it a video. But I bought something very special for myself after I got out of the hospital. Not going to get into it on this channel, but if you check my main channel, just check one of my recent videos. You can't miss it. But let's just say that it was pretty serious. And as soon as I got out of the hospital, I treated myself. These cards. I'm just going to keep them here. I can't risk these things falling right now. But yeah, it will not be opened in this stream. I think I want to save it for like a follower milestone or something. Also, I gotta be very careful how I open this. I'm actually not sure where it's situated, so this is actually kind of scary. I'm gonna slice it down the side. Top? Maybe the top? I'll try the top. Oh, hold on, I gotta make sure it doesn't have a sheet in here. And the way they put this in here is a little concerning. Alright, so here it is. So this came from an eBay seller that doesn't normally sell cards or trading cards. And that's the kind of seller that I try and look for when it comes to vintage. I don't want somebody that knows their stuff, because I don't want them weighing the pack. I try and target somebody that doesn't maybe have the time to weigh, doesn't know about weighing, doesn't know what weights to look for. So this came from someone that apparently just has like a thrift store. And their price was very reasonable for this. Definitely on the low end of what you'd pay for one of these. Just the way they ship this tells me that they don't really care about cards. Like, look, like, it's a dusty old bag. But these are good signs, right? Because your normal Pokemon seller would definitely take a little more care. So let me just show you what they did. They put it in this cardboard envelope, and then inside is literally this piece of cardboard that the pack had fallen off of. So this has the potential, if the cards were resting on this, to have dented them in some way. This giant crease here is also not, you know, something that you want to see. But this leads me to believe that this person doesn't know anything about vintage Pokemon packs, which is good, because you don't want them knowing about weighing packs. So pack condition, definitely not a pack that you're going to keep sealed. Right, you can see it's definitely not a mint condition pack. But the main thing is making sure that it's not resealed. I'm not an expert on resealed packs. So, this is what we'll be opening. Not tonight. I'm gonna do this for a video, because, you know, there's some things I want to say. I'm not just gonna, like, run through this. Gonna take my sweet ass time. I'm sure it'll be like a 10-minute video. Another thing to note is I collect first edition jungle cards. So I will be grading every single card that comes out of this pack, condition permitting. Like, obviously, if something has a major issue, it's not getting graded. But as long as everything looks clean and it looks like it would be at minimum like a 9, it's getting graded, every single card. And then we just hope that the holo is in here. For those that don't know, vintage packs have a 1 in 3 chance of having a holo. Yeah, it doesn't look resealed to me. I've opened one Pokemon Jungle Pack on the channel that came as a combo with a fossil pack, like a year and a half ago. Spoilers, if you have not watched that video, one of the packs did contain a holo. One of them did have a holo. So that gives me confidence that, you know, non-weighed packs do exist on eBay. Wasn't the greatest holo, but it did have a holo. Jungle, I don't even remember what my non-holo was. I think it was Wigglytuff? Can't remember. The holo that I got ended up getting like a 8 or an 8.5. They got me because I had print lines on it, unfortunately. But I have never opened a first edition pack. And this is the thing that may cause my hands to shake when I open it. So I wanted to give you guys a preview. Keep an eye out for that. Treated myself because there was a pretty good chance that I would have never had the opportunity to open any more packs of anything. But like I said, check my main channel if you're curious. So we're going to end the stream here. Hope you guys had fun. Opened so many different things on this stream. Pretty long one. Almost 4 hours. My streams on this channel are very sporadic. I tend to just do them on nights where I just feel like hanging out and sharing my my cards, opening them. But more content should be coming. I've still got a couple things I've got to open in a video, like the new D-Spirit set, the Jungle Pack. And then, of course, I'll grade everything, and then we'll see what kind of grade. I got to open it soon, though, because my CGC account expires in August. So I need to get everything I want to grade off to them before that expires, because I'm not sure if I'll immediately renew it. So whatever's in here is going to them. See if we can pull some pristines, or at least gem mint 10s. I think you pretty much, as long as you're getting a CGC 9, you're good on most of these cards. CGC 10 is what you're looking for, and then pristine is obviously what you want, but that's very, very hard to get. For example, there can be a card where there's 1,000 graded, and there may only be 3 pristines, so the odds are extremely low. This pack condition is not hopeful that these will be pristines, but we're hoping for at least 10s. And the nice thing about Jungle, that I love more than Fossil, there's fun common cards you can get that are good. So you can get Pikachu, Jigglypuff, what's the other big one? Oh, there's one more I'm forgetting. Pikachu is the big one, though. Oh, Eevee. Yeah, how can you forget Eevee? So you can pull like 3, especially the Eevee and the Pikachu. You can get some really good commons in here that make opening this a little more fun than Fossil. Fossil commons are kind of like whatever, but at least Jungle actually has hits in the common slot. Anyway, now I'm just rambling. You guys have a good night. Keep an eye out for the new content, new streams in the future. Thank you for hanging out. Also, just a reminder, I do have a TCG player like affiliate link, which is in my link tree. I don't even think I have that in my descriptions on my videos and streams because it's kind of new. So if any of you buy stuff on TCG Player at all, I do have an affiliate link for TCG Player at that link. And then I also have an eBay affiliate link, so if any of you buy cards on eBay, you can find that link in my description, so it kind of helps support me a little bit. For those of you that may pick up your cards on eBay. Have a very good night. See you soon.